Yabba-dabba-doo! It's time to go right here, right now, as I drool all over myself at RobLynn Live Network's presentation of RobLynn Live and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Oh, no, we're going to have to practice that. That was horrible. All right. Well, it was fun enough. That's good enough. Let's get this show on the road. First off, do you, RobLynn Live? I want to hear it. I got to know it. I want to hear it. Do you, RobLynn Live, Lynn Nakamoto?
I do.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
All right. And I know Axel and Annabelle love us. Oh, yeah. Delisa's little puppies, her fur babies love us.
Yep.
Dogs around the world love us. Cats around the world love us. Lizards around our backyard love us.
Snakes love us.
Yeah, they do. We had one come up to the front door, about a month
A
ago?
rattlesnake.
That was it was a rattlesnake, a small one with the rattle going like this. And we went like that and got out of Dodge. So snakes are not my favorite. I know they're friendly unless you pee them off, get them upset. All right. Well, while we're at it, let's talk about Lynn's domain, RobLynnLive.com. So if you want to hop on board Lynn's organization and be part of OnPassive, which I know you do, you've been telling me you do. So all you got to do is go to RobLynnLive.com. And if you don't like .com, we got another. That's Southern for another. RobLynnLive.ai. Very sweet. All right, and what do you get when you register on Lynn's in her organization? Well, first off, it's free to register. Free. It's for thee and me. So you get on Passive's famous O-Mail with video mail. Woo-hoo-hoo. You get O-Net, which is about to bump Facebook off the planet with regard to social media platforms. Look out, Facebook. We coming. Twitter, we coming. Instagram, we coming. Woo! We're coming. All right. Well, that all being said, and you get O-Trim. So if you want to trim down that long URL down to something that's more doable, why not just do it? So once again, that's RobLynnLive.com. And you can sign up and be a part of this fun, okay? And that entitles you, we don't like that word very much, but we'll just say it lets you, if you want to subscribe to OConnect. And we're talking OConnect tonight. We've had so far 2 great, grandiose, you name it, whatever the adjective is, it's been great. We bring the panel on early. We had 37 people on as speakers, which was wonderful. We were trying to get to 99, but I ain't got that power to bring you guys in as fast as maybe I should have. But that all being said, let's talk about today, shall we? I think we shall. All right. It's day 570 consecutive RobLynn Live broadcast. That's 570. Rain, sleet, sunshine, constipation, diarrhea, you name it, we were here. Oh, we even had 3 bouts of COVID, and we are still here. So there you have it. All right. We are here to stay unless Ash decides to fire us, and you never know. Well, I'm in red tonight, and red, you can't fire me when I wear red, Ash, because red is your favorite. I know it is. So day 570, RobLynn Live. It's Saturday, believe it or not, the 16th day of March, 2024. And guess what tomorrow is? March 17th.
Okay.
Aaron go bra, or Arena go braless. At any rate, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. And we tip, we do a couple of tips. We tip our hat to St. Patrick. Ooh, look at that. That's not a mullet if I ever saw one. All right.
What is
And
that? What is a mullet? I never heard of
a
that.
mullet is where you have short hair on the sides and a long tail in the back that goes across there, and it looks like a mullet. It looks like it actually, I don't know. It looks like a beaver, actually. A beaver's tail at the back. I've never been fortunate enough to have that much hair, or unfortunate as the case might be. So, that all being said, let's talk a little about today and what transpired today, what happened today in the wonderful world of OnPassive, okay? Okie dokie. Oh, I do want to mention this. Last night's RobLynn live broadcast, oh yeah, 4 hours and 44 minutes. That's 4 hours and 44 minutes. Ash, how do you like that? We talked OConnect for 4 hours and almost 5.
It was really good. People were very into the discussion and wanted to ask questions and learn. It was amazing.
And it's like we couldn't get to all the questions. We got to about 98% of them, but we wanted to come back tonight, embellish a little on what we're talking about, and maybe talk some more about the speed of OnPassive, the Papua New Guinea people, the people in Australia, France, you name it, we're able to get right on. Okay, it's a click. And when you say a single click and go, boom, you're right there with OnPassive. All right, good stuff. All right, today at 9 a.m., believe it or not, we were up till 3 and up again at 8 for the 9 a.m. broadcast, Eastern Daylight Time, OES India, with Sifu Francis and company, and it was great. It was in English and in Hindi. My Hindi is still a little bit lacking. Francis is getting there, though.
Yeah,
Francis
Francis
can
is-
say hello,
yeah.
goodbye, I love you. He hadn't gotten to, I need to go to the potty, but he'll get
He
there.
might know that already.
He may, or he may just go to the potty and not ask anybody. All right, 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Brought to you live with Marty, Chris, Collins, and our friend Peter
Roger.
Rogers, not Roy Rogers, Peter Rogers. He is quite the gentleman, and we enjoyed listening to that this morning. Then at 1 p.m., what time did the In It to Win It India? We were on that as well today.
I think they started 11 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, so at 11 a.m. Eastern, we were multitasking, both of us. We had 2 computers going and I don't know, 5 total phones going, trying to get in on all the action. I think we did. We did go to In It to Win It India, and boy, did they welcome RobLynn live. It was great.
Really,
We
really
did
nice.
speak a little bit, and it was an honor and a privilege to be there. And the translation was great. Who did the translation again? Was that
Khushbu.
Khushbu? I thought so. Khushbu Agrawal did a grand translation from English to Hindi and Hindi to English. So thank you,
That's really, really
Khushbu.
good.
And thank you for inviting us. We got to see Rekha there as well. Who else did we see there? Kapil, we saw
Kapil
him.
was there.
Kapil was there. We
Kapil's
saw
here
him.
today, so we're happy he's going to be on our panel tonight.
Oh yeah!
We're
All
lucky.
right, and we know he'll bring some folks from India tonight, just by the fact he's here. So that's good stuff. Then at 1 o'clock, along came Comfort Con 4 Eastern Daylight Time with the OTech Pros. All right. At 2 p.m., nothing. At 8 p.m., which is what I meant to say, 2000 hours Eastern Daylight Time, RobLynn Live Network production of Ali, the Wonder Dog, and RobLynn.
And RobLynn. You threw me off.
I always throw you off. As long as I don't throw you off the bridge, you're safe. All right, so RobLynn Live and Ali,
The Wonder Dog.
Jerry Doggies. All right. Now, the topic tonight, as we've mentioned, is OConnect, connecting the world in an instant. So we're going to do a little twist of what we've done the last 2 nights, but I think you're going to like it. We're going to bring on, as soon as I finish here, we're going to bring Chris on. He'll do his presentation, and then we're going to have it immediately community time. We want let's blow it up again tonight. We had 36, 37 of you on the panel. Let's get to 99. Let's see if it can really be done right here, right now. Special guests tonight will include Chris Tarzan Tiazone and a video by Michelle Salvador Comstra, who's a little under the weather tonight. and in the Netherlands, but she's safe. And Sifu Francis Tay, who'll be joining us in a little while, followed by community time. We're hoping to have signing again tonight with Cecil if possible. He's got a short list and a song from Brother John JJB, the Tin Man. Ooh, Nelly. Okay, we're on the southeastern side now of 8 o'clock. Please pray for Ashmafar, his family, including his wife Ashmahan, and the boys, Omar, the author and poet, and the one and only Yusuf, formerly known as Chunky, who really liked his cookies, but he's getting skinny. He's a skinny kid now. He's taken after Omar and mom and dad. So that's good stuff all the way around. Also, send your love, light, and prayers out to anyone who needs it, from us to them, from our prayer warriors. Put it in the chat if you need an extra prayer. We'll mention it. And also, pray for the support staff, pray for the media staff, and pray for the tech guys and girls that are lighting it up with this new OConnect. We've got a few announcements, and then we'll get after it. Okay, here we go. The new OConnect, it's here. It's cranking, and we're going to crank it up on high speed tonight. Migration is not a four-letter word, Grandma. Migration is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-letter word, but you better do it anyway. Migration is not a four-letter word. Neither is migrate. So get it done. You don't want to miss out. Come on now. You don't want to miss out. There's commissions, there's withdrawals, there's lots of happiness. So come on, get her done. Sign the NDA and the affiliate links, of course. Agreements, of course. If you feel like putting your initials, that suffices. If you got a lot to sign, but get it done. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Get it done. Migrate. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel every Monday around 4 a.m., sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. It's here. Hop on an OConnect as often as you can. Know someone who needs help. Allergies. You know the drill. Helping someone, as in you folks, helps us all, helps the whole family as we sign whole family, which is good stuff. Now, along the way, subscribe to OConnect when you can. Hey, if you don't have the shekels, the dinero, the pesos, the lira, the Sing dollars, or the Canadian dollars, or rupees, or whatever you want to call it, greenbacks, just wait. You have till September 1st, which is the 1-year period, to get it done. So don't feel pressured. There is no pressure here. This is a pressure cooker without the pressure. It's just a cooker. And you know what that means? You can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant, not in the prompter. Okay, so let's continue on. Attend webinars when you can, okay? Attend chats. Now, today there was 40 plus. I think it was 46 total, including us tonight. That's a lot of things you can check out. Wow. So check it out. Some have good topics, some have better topic, and some, like RobLynn Live, have the best.
Be humble now.
Oh, I am humble. You know that. It's hard to be humble, but we are humble. Tonight's topic, OConnect, connecting the world in an instant. Okay? Instantly on OnPassive's OConnect. Ollie's question of the evening, could you be any more excited than you are today? Now, yesterday you were excited. The day before you were excited. I feel today you're going to be even more excited when you hear from our guest tonight. So stand by. Tonight, without further ado, we welcome back an encore presentation starring Mr. Chris Tiazone, also known as Tarzan. He was given that name by Ayush Kumar Tawil. So, Ayush, you need to step it up and get here tonight. Come on, buddy. It's the weekend. We want to see you tonight. All right. And he's in the Philippines. Sifu Francis Tay, who everyone knows as the Asian answer guy. He's the leader of the Asian Three Musketeers, which is Sifu Francis, Chris Tiazone, and stepping in and staying in, the one and only Michelle Comstra, also known as Michelle Salvador Comstra. Okay, so that'll all be followed by community time. We'll have a little signing, hopefully. If not, we'll have it tomorrow night. And we know if John Barilla's here, we're going to have a little singing too. Okay. All right. The last two nights, and I'll be done in just a moment because we're at 8:30. Last two nights, we presented part one and part two of the new OConnect. Now, how sweet was that? It had its debut on OP360, and then RobLynn Live's been bringing it to you ever since. In fact, RobLynn Live, compliments of Francis and the OEAS Asia folks, were able to bring it to us at 12:08 a.m. the night before last. How cool was that?
Very nice.
On Thursday. Ooh, Nelly. Well, it was actually Wednesday at midnight, which is Thursday morning at 00:0001 hours. It came on at 8 past, and we blasted it. We lit it up with the new OConnect. So many new buttons and everything else. All right, as you'll see, and we're going to bring some of you as co-hosts tonight. We can have up to 10 at a time. So be here for that. Come on. Not just be a panelist, be a co-host. Say and do a resound of any kind. Do a whiteboard. Do a presentation. Put a video out here. Share your screen. I don't care what you want to do. Use the calculator. We had somebody using the calculator while someone else was trying to do a whiteboard. So it's all fun. It's all good fun. We want you to have fun and enjoy this. This is your life. 16 March 2024. So let's get after it now. We're also going to take questions and comments along the way, as we're going to bring in many of you as panelists. But we want everyone else, and everyone actually, to put in the chat what you might have as a question. And we'll try to monitor the questions and certainly the answers. Lynn tries to do that. And last night we were blessed to have Mr. Kapil here, and he was right on top of what's in the chat and brought a few questions with him. So that was exciting stuff, and he's back again by popular demand. Yay. All right. I think it's time to say thank you to Mr. Francis Tay, the Sifu himself. Thank you for that super sticker, Francis.
Thank you so much.
We love you, brother, right from the heart.
Thank you.
We love you, brother. Thank you. All right, now it's time to bring Chris on to the panel.
And we want to remind our
before that,
YouTube live stream audience. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the presentation. If you want to be able to hear the presenters, and if you want to hear the people who are on community time, you'll need to come to the OConnect webinar.
Other than us.
On the live stream, you'll hear Rob and myself quite clearly, but the others won't be very clear to hear. So if you really want to learn and hear what's going on, you should come to the OConnect webinar. And we have placed the OConnect attendee link in the live chat. So if you're in YouTube right now, the live chat at the top, I pinned Michael Chada's emoji composition, which says
across the ticker, I might add.
So it's a link.
Oh, it's a link right there. Okay.
At the top of the live chat. So
good
all you
stuff.
got to do is you can click on it once, and you'll see the whole thing, and you'll see it says OConnect attendee link. Just click on that.
Click on it and come join us, and then we want to bring you to the panel if you're interested.
Yes, because it's going to be a good experience for you to be in OConnect itself. And again, people have the opportunity, the first 10 or so, well, not less than 10, because Chris and Kapil and Francis will be co-hosts already. So there'll be a few co-hosts.
6 or 7 at a time.
As many as are left. And you'll be able to try it out, as a co-host. So it's a great opportunity. So we're going to offer you that opportunity, all right? So we're letting you know now, there's 52 of you.
Woo, doggies!
On the live stream itself.
That's pretty fantastic.
And
how many are here on OConnect?
On OConnect, we have 55.
Wait a minute. We're over 100 already. We just got started.
Yeah.
Come on, call your friends, call your neighbors, and have them RobLynn live tonight. All right, that's it from me. I've said enough. Oh, let's bring on Brother Chris, if we could.
Okay, so they're here already.
Okay, let's go to the other view then.
Okay.
Let's go to the grid.
There we have Francis
Wait a
and
minute.
Chris here.
All right. Francis, did you go to sleep yet? Come on, man. You were up till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
They are ready to roll.
Maybe
And
he's sleeping. I don't see his picture.
oh, they'll come on.
All right, all right. Up there he is. You look pretty good for a guy that got 3 hours sleep. Not bad.
He's fine.
All right, there's Francis, and we'll wait a moment for Chris.
And thank you, Michael Chada, in the live stream. I see you encouraging people to come to OConnect. John also, thank you for encouraging people. We have wonderful moderators there helping us out. Right now we got John Barilla and Michael Chada, as well as Kushal Pegu helping us out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you.
Either Chris or Francis, do you want to have any opening remarks and let everybody what we're doing tonight with ONPASSIVE in an instant? OConnect in an instant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he yields to the senator from the Philippines.
Okay, let me make
Yeah.
you guys. Coco, okay. Yes.
Mabuhay.
There you
Mabuhay.
go.
Greetings to everyone. So, thank you very much for your invitation, Rob and Lynn, for us presenting OConnect the mobile app. We'll be focusing on that. Perhaps later we'll also um, share about the web browser responsive application. So, yeah, diving into this, I'd like to share the video again that for 2 days we shared, and yeah, I'm gonna video share through the video share button, which you host and co-host have in their more options on the bottom uh, left. And I'm gonna click play, and everyone must be seeing this in a few moments.
Yeah.
Chris, if I could, let me mention that the folks that are on YouTube watching the RobLynn Live Network
Hello, mic
YouTube
testing.
channel.
Hello.
Hello, Chris, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Check 1 2.
Yes.
Check 1
Okay.
2.
Hello. I'm testing.
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that the folks in the live stream will be able to hear, but won't be able to see, right? The presentation.
They'll see the
Oh, I'm
presentation.
sorry.
but
They'll
they
see
won't
the
hear.
Yeah.
presentation,
I'm
but they won't hear it.
They won't hear.
okay.
Chris
I'm watching my.
narrating, but they won't be able to hear. That's why we say, you guys, come on over to OConnect.
All right, Chris, take it away. I'm going to mute. We had this issue last night where Chris's connection wasn't the best. So if you folks can bear with us a little bit, I guess I'll entertain you. If you want to put the music on, I'll start dancing since it's almost St. Patrick's Day, Aaron Go Bra Day. So this happened last night. We had Chris was buffering a little bit, and then when he came in initially, it was a little crackly, and also it broke up a little bit. So does this mean something to me across the top?
No,
Okay.
I can still hear you.
Okay, well, if everybody can still hear me, that's good stuff. So the game plan will be, we'll do this presentation about the mobile app. Please pay close attention to this. If you're one of the 70%ers in ONPASSIVE who uses the cell phone exclusively, the smartphone exclusively, you want to stay tuned for this entire thing because it will show you step by step how Chris and how Michelle present how to get into and cruise around or navigate your on passive OConnect. And I think Chris may be back now. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check. Unmute, please.
Yes, I'm back. Somehow the browser here, um, with the video share isn't working on my side. So
Mm,
I'm using the Microsoft Edge, and yeah, things like this we can
it
innovate
happens.
somehow
Okay.
differently. Yeah, it happens. So
Um,
let
mm,
me let me do this
all right.
rather.
Why don't I switch it to the focus view?
And that
Side,
way,
at least side view,
Oh, you prefer side?
let at
Sure.
least side view. At least while I'm talking, we can do this. Does everyone see this?
come back towards you some.
It's on this out of this side of the screen, so you got to bring it in more to the middle.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep it coming,
A little more.
keep coming up.
Yeah,
There you
a
go.
little bit
Hello,
more. Right
hello, hello.
there. That's
Right there.
that's good. And a little bit further back, maybe. A little further back. Yeah,
Okay, here it
Oh, that's
is.
perfect.
yeah. That's good.
Okay, I'll play it here and the YouTube video. So as I can speak, as I can speak in this way.
Okay.
I
All
can see
right.
myself. So the mobile app. Um, as you open your mobile app, through clicking that icon, you'll be prompted into logging in by clicking that login button, and of course you're gonna type in your credentials, which means your user your username and the password. And once you're inside, that's how it looks like, the dashboard of the OES app. Now the video is showing that you can browse by swiping up and down and checking also the OConnect. And if you are a subscriber, that's how it looks like. And yeah, clicking furthermore, you will be reading more information about OConnect and its features. And the description is above. And you can click the back button of your mobile phone to return to the home page. And of course, on the top left, you can click that three lines to to expand more options. And there you go. You have to familiarize with those. And on the bottom left is the products section or tab. When you click that, you will be presented with those. And the next is the wallet. The next is the um, home page. And on the left, right most side bottom is the apps. So the available app is the of course the OConnect, and the others are upcoming. And here, once you want to when you want to download the OConnect app, that's where you download, and you'll be redirected to the Play Store or the App Store, depending on the device you have. And we are sure that it is a legit uh, website of Play Store and app. And just make sure to click download and install and allow everything for the OConnect app to work properly. And there you go. It is the OConnect dashboard. and you can swipe to the left and right on that moving logo on the m- uh, top left corner. There is also uh, a button that is an arrow. The arrow expands some of menus there, and it shows the different tabs in different colors. And of course, in those in the in one of the section, you can create webinar also using your mobile app. And be sure to click the webinar, tick the webinar, the yeah, and scrolling down, you can select the schedule and even the time, and that you can use the arrows to change, and selecting the calendar that pops up will allow you to schedule your webinar, of course. And in furthermore, yeah, you can check the duration. Yeah, that's the duration of your webinar you can select. But now it is shown here in the video is the your schedule. Okay, so it's quite easy. It seems so 1, 2, 3 and ABC. And the time zone, you can select the time zone, of course, but usually I don't do not touch that because it detects where I am located. And once the event ID is there, you can check it out. Your groups and contacts are also listed. You can swipe left to the and right, and once you're satisfied with setting up your event, just click create event. Oh, there's something blocking for a while. Okay, so just continuing, loads up your created webinar. It loads up for a while. It seems my connection here. Yeah, it's now continuing. Once the you're redirected to the uh, webinars tab, the ones that you created. You can swipe left to the and right to check out the details you created. And there is a three dots there on the corner in the browser app, but here in the mobile app it isn't showing. Here you can click the join links for you to share in various platforms like WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram for people to get in. Now, after sharing those join links, you can proceed to start the webinar, and the green button will allow you to start it. And that welcome page includes the how many are already waiting. And exploring the buttons below is a top bottom left corner is the more options. It will expand and there is a toaster message on the top center. You can record, and there's an indication that it is recording already. Really? Wow. You can record through your mobile phone. Okay, the emoji, check it out. Yeah, it's really it's great to touch those while on mobile attending the webinar. And the buttons below, you can check it out. Uh, you can click the participants, and it will show you the names and their email addresses. And the be right back feature. When you click that, it disables at the same time the camera and the mic, and also you can enable it. Okay, then the next is the poll. I think this is the poll. Oh, the chat rather. This is how it is done, and you can do it now if you're using the mobile phone. And there it goes. The host has the save button. All right. So until then, we will check later how to save that. Hopefully, it will be responsive this time. And the chat also has the speaker tab. You can communicate directly uh, by selecting first the person listed. Okay, so there are master buttons on the top left. As you can see, you can disable or enable all microphone and cameras, even the emoji, even the chat, for them to focus on your event. And the speaker request for speaker icon is there. It's the host can enable that so that people can request. Okay, so you can click that again to enable. It becomes blue. There's the video layout you'd like. It's three options: the grid, the the solo, and the side view. Okay, then hello. Okay, someone came in. Anyway, just to continue, this is the break time. You can set it up 1 minute or 10 minutes. You can type it out and click the blue one. And now we are in the uh, general settings. The general settings is the gear or sprocket icon. There are two tabs of the video. Okay, just check it out. There are more functions there. Then here it is the presentation. You can upload your presentation such as shown here as a PDF. That's how it looks like. Eh, Clicking to the side, it can go to the next slide. You can close it out, and it's pretty obvious. And here, as shown, is the video share. Also, you can upload your MP4 and click the circle there to apply and click play, and it will play accordingly. Yeah, that's it. Every participant will be seeing that. Then the the whiteboard, the whiteboard, you have toolbars there on the left panel. Just check it out. And the poll, it is really easy to set it up. You just have to enter or the text in those field boxes, the question you'd like uh, to set, and etc. You can and it will be saved on your folder and the polls folder. Yeah. Then the next feature is the the Q&A. Yeah, the Q&A. You can the group chat becomes the Q&A. So that's what I we have been observing for the past 2 days. And the host can uh, click the three dots beside the that message, and you can even set the text to bold or small, medium, and large. Just click it repeatedly, and it will give you the right size you want. Of course, the large one is the is what we want, and the bold text. Okay, so uh, in this video by Michelle Kamstra, she is typing on the chat board, and yeah, in the three dots, there are more options, one of them is the highlighting. Everyone will see that in your event. And yeah, you can close it anytime. Then the next feature is the call to action. Call to action, on the field box above, you have to type the description and even assign a color of it, whatever you want, as long as it blends the font color and the background color. Yeah, just experiment on it, and this is how it's done in the mobile app. Call to action is really significant for us to, affiliates. And you must know how to set the call to action before you end your meeting, right? So now it is set up. It will show in the middle. It's not just you who will be seeing it, but all participants, attendees and speakers. And whenever someone clicks that, it will be redirecting to the URL that you set up or placed there. As shown here, it is the promotional video link of OConnect. And on your mobile app, you can switch between applications on the buttons below. It's not the OConnect function. It's your phone buttons below. Now the next one is the push a link. Of course, we're done with the call to action. This one is different. Call to action is a there's you can set the time. There's a countdown. Here in the push a link, it will be staying as long as you want. Okay, so just the same procedure. You enter the URL you'd like your attendees to push or click, and of course you assign a default. There's a default box there. It is obvious, and put a description. And the next one is the background themes. Yeah, themes. It is called themes. You can set the mood of your event. Just choose the appropriate one. And this one is the uh, ba- background music. Yeah, what I am observing, the background music, when you apply the break time, this background music isn't gonna be it f- isn't gonna be playing. But let's wait for about it. Then this one is the prompter. The prompter is not just for host and co-host to for a script, but you can save your notes. You can save notes actually here, and just this is how it is done. By saving it, you have to name your file, and it will be saved on your local drive. And the next feature, I'm wondering what's the next. Okay, so this one is the timer. You can first select the person you're gonna time, and the red notification is up there, and you and the person you you s- you set it up will be will be seeing it. And this one is the resound. Resound, you can upload your own resound. Okay, there's a section there. You just swipe to the left and the right. And the second to the last feature is the ticker. The ticker is you can set it up through the mobile phone. How easy is that? Gosh, I- i- imagine if you can even host the meeting while you're in a bus or train. Yeah, that's how it looks like. You can make it big, and the speed, of course, the 10, 20, and 30 seconds. And of course, that's how it looks like. Oh, it's really big. Wow. Any announcements you can advanced announcements, you can place it there. Okay, you can even choose the color of the text. Wow, wow, wow. Even the font what that is available there, it becomes yellow. You can change it on the fly. Yeah, just like Michael Chatta's ticker message there set up by Antolin. And the next one is the file share. This one I'd like to experience with during the community time. What file would you like to share with us? Let us try as co-host and host. Yes, and it will redirect you to your local drive. What file you're going to share? Perhaps an image, perhaps an PDF, etc. Then just click the blue button for it to upload on the application. Then click send. Once it is done, it will be shared by uh, uh, in the participants, both speakers and attendees. Yes, then the next one is the end meeting button. Obviously we don't want that uh, now accidentally clicked on, but if you end the meeting, the survey or poll will pop out. Just of course, i say i i I do not move the number 10 there, and I put positive notes. And it will read there after submitting. It will redirect you to the exit URL in yeah, whatever you place in your exit URL in setting up the webinar. And yes, of course, thank you very much for listening. Hashtag OES Classroom, hashtag RobLynn Live, hashtag join meeting. And that's all. Back to you, Rob and Lynn.
Oh, oh! Once again, Tarzan, you've done it. Good stuff, Tarzan. We appreciate that, Chris. Very, very well presented.
Good
And
job.
how easy is that, folks? That's part three of the mobile phone, how to use it. And there's so many of you, 70% is what the numbers show. 70% of 1,427,900 and whatever it is are using a cell phone. So that's quite a few. So that's why we will continue with our training or our enlightening or our giving you value to where those of you on the cell phone will know what you're doing immediately. I would say, I would hazard a guess after the last 2 nights of doing this, 50% already know how to do it. 50% of those who have joined us here on RobLynn Live. So thank you for that. And thank you to you, Chris. And we don't have a resound going yet, but I'm going to give you some applause. Here it comes.
Yay.
And a thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Chris. All right. We'll give Chris a little bit of a break. And Francis, we'd love to hear from you if you'd like to say a few words.
Morning, good morning.
Good morning,
Chris
sir.
Tyson is a what do you call him? Mr. Tyson. Is everything he knows. The details, the all the button. Chris and Michelle, they do the homework. No? While we are sleeping, they have a test run in the webinar themselves. Thank you, Chris and Michelle. I don't know whether I can do screen share.
Sure.
Go ahead. Give it a shot.
Okay, what I want to do present this morning is to bring you from the front as a new, maybe you want to host a meeting. Just want to explain from the front to the inside of the OConnect. Okay, as a desktop from the desktop. Maybe you want to take a few notes later on. Okay.
There it is, Francis. It's on the screen now.
Yeah. Let me use a window window.
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah. So again, those of you who are in YouTube on the live stream, I'm sure you want to hear what Francis is teaching us now, and that is how to host a webinar, an OConnect webinar. In order to hear him clearly, you will need to come to OConnect. So click on that OConnect attendee link, which is posted. It's pinned to the top of the live chat in YouTube. Come on over.
Love to have you all. Come on now.
Where am I on the screen?
You're on the bottom right on our screen. Should we switch the view?
He's trying to share screen and trying to share the window.
I got it.
I come
And-
in
Auntie
again.
Lynn, you can switch. Yeah, that's it. Switch it to the side view, and now Francis is sharing.
Which is side view?
Side
now?
view.
Okay.
We saw it earlier. Uh,
You see me now?
We don't see the screen share yet. We see you again.
I'm trying to use the Windows screen share. I can't see the Windows screen share. Oh, can you see now?
Yeah, it's we see all the tabs that you have open. So this is a Windows screen share. Yeah.
yeah, that's the entire screen you are sharing, or the window.
Well, when I see my device, I don't see. Okay, can you see my? Okay.
Yeah, we see you moving around.
Okay. Good morning. So if you are logging into your trying to host an event, you hear me? You are trying to host an event. You go to your OES dashboard, right? Then you move this O chat around. Your OConnect should be here. Huh? All right. This is the new OConnect dashboard, right? So you see the very colorful dashboard, and on the left hand side, left hand side, the second button is now called event, where previously is called the webinar. Huh? This is event. This is where you create event. Right? You click on event. You follow? Then you click here, create event. Okay, on the right hand side top here. Okay, here you need to take note. When you click create event, by default, the first button is on conference, conference, right? Which in the old format of the OConnect, the first button is webinar. So you need to move this button to, you take this webinar, okay? Click webinar. Don't forget to change the default button to webinar. Then you create. If you click conference, there is no attendee link. Everybody is in the speaker link, right? So remember to click webinar. Then choose a topic, right? Just choose a topic, and agenda. Usually we put that either a tutorial or any agenda you have. Just okay. Then go down. If you want to start immediately, if you want to start the webinar immediately, you don't need to move anything here. Okay, don't need to touch anything here, right? Just change the timer, the duration of your webinar. Is it you want 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? I think in OConnect, it doesn't matter whether you put 4 hours, 6 hours. The price is fixed. It's the same. It's by subscription. When you subscribe to the OConnect, the price is the same. It doesn't mean you have 24 hours, 24-hour price, right? So it doesn't matter if you put 4 hours, 5 hours. The only thing that you need to take note is that in case on the same day, you have 2 or 3 other webinars, okay? You have 2 or 3 other webinars, so you cannot, you can't have one account hosting so many webinar and the timing clash, right? Unless you do another account, another webinar. So that's what we need to take note. You can create 4 hours. So in these 4 hours, there's no second webinar overlap. The timing cannot be the same or overlap. Let's say here you put 4 hours. Now is Singapore about 9 o'clock. You can't be 11 o'clock having another webinar. It become overlap. And the time schedule will not allow you to do that, okay? Unless you have another account you create over there. So just remember that if you want to create 4 hours, 5 hours, that is because this whole day there's no other webinar around. So you want to create, let's say you put 2 hours, 3, let's say 4 hours, right? Then you click apply. If you don't click apply, you will stay on 1 hour, right? Just click apply. Then this webinar is ready to start, right? I don't know whether I'm using the same account. If I'm using the same account, I will not be able to create now. Let's try out and see whether I can create. Oh, it allows you to create. Okay. Oh, so now you have created a webinar. Right, you have all these ID details. This one will be sent. This information will be sent to your email and also to your notification that you have created an event. And then in the calendar, over at the calendar, you also registered that you have an event either now or you have event coming. That's why they put a schedule here, right, to inform you. All these what you call CRM, the customer relationship, that is coded inside your OConnect. So it's like your AI secretariat doing this for you. Okay, so now you need to send your link to your invite your friend to come in. So this invite link is where you need to copy, right? So here, some country prefer to have a raw link. You see, or some country which have the weak, very weak, what I call the bandwidth. They prefer to have a raw link. Some doesn't need. Some prefer to have a long, to have a trim link, right? So depend on how, who are you targeting to invite? Okay. Now in OES we put both. We put the raw and the trim link together in our invite post. That's why you see a very long post, right? Unfortunately, this is what we need to do temporarily. So you just copy here, right? Once you copy, you just post it, either post it into your email and send to your friend, or post it into your WhatsApp, send to your friend. Okay, if you copy here and copy and paste into your WhatsApp or Messenger, if you want to copy the trim link, also can. Okay, so if you copy the attendee link to your friend, then they will come as an attendee link. If you copy the speaker link, they will come in as a speaker directly into the room. So just decide yourself which one you want. Okay, and then once it's ready, let's say you have a plan for 2 p.m. in the afternoon, then once you're ready, just come into the room half an hour or 15 minutes before the event. Okay, if you are creating in advance, half an hour or 15 minutes. Since it's not costing you money, if you have a 9 o'clock event, you can create 8:30 in advance, because in case there's in case you copy the link wrongly, at least you can prepare to redo again the link, to reset the link and send to your friend. So that's why the half an hour window for you to get into the room is better for you to prepare. Okay, and if you set at half an hour, for example, if the OES classroom is 9 p.m., usually I set at 8:30, right? So because I set at 8:30, the system allow you to as a host 15 minutes before the time that you set up. So instead of 8:30, I will come in at 8:15. Because I'm a host, I can come in early, right? So when you come into the room, you can decide whether to lock the room first. Don't let anybody come in, right? Let's say you have, but I cannot go in. Let's say you have go into the room now, right? You will go into the room now. Right? So you can over here, I'm not the host, okay? If you are the host, over the left-hand side, on the top left-hand side, there is a audio, video, and a lock the room button, right? You can't see when I'm doing, okay? Maybe I stop sharing here. Yeah. Okay, if you go into the room, can you see my screen?
No, the screen went away.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, not showing screen today. So, okay, you are in the room now, right? If you go to the participant side, under participant, you can see on the left hand side, right at the top, there's a log meeting, right? Log meeting. Under the participant button, you click on the participant, on the left top side, there's a toggle log meeting, right? If you're the host, you can log the meeting and just be in the room alone. Prepare the slides, prepare the video, so that nobody come in and disturb you, right? Doing that first. Right? Once it's time, let's say 15 minutes before the actual time of the event, then you can unlock the toggle, right? Unlock the toggle and let people in. Then they say you have the room in front of you, right? Remember that now OConnect is actually a standalone product, standalone. So currently you use it as a webinar. We are using the OConnect as a webinar, conferencing, video conferencing. These tools, why is it first launched? Launch first, because this is the platform that needed for the following product: Academy, OnJoy, OTracker, that needed some of the feature in OConnect to do. The most exciting product that coming probably will be Opal. Okay, Opal is like the old Skype that you have, Skype, right? You don't need to download. You just call up. Now you can use a mobile phone to ask people to log into the the OConnect by OMail, right? By OMail. Probably Opal will just log in by phone number or by just ID, right? Opal. It will replace a future mobile phone, right? This one get excited later. Okay, so basically this is a standalone product. So when you sell to people for subscription, you just give them show them the demo here, tell them, say, we are going to do a short workshop. Why don't you come in and join us and take a look at our OConnect? Invite them into the OConnect to experience. OConnect need to experience. You talk is no use, right? When you talk to people about video conferencing, everybody knows it's Zoom. Like, we need to move away from telling, but doing. Okay, move away from telling, because everybody now is Zoom. You must move away this concept. Give them the experience of OConnect, and then let them see, let them experience. And once they see the Zoom is gone, it's boom. And right, because now you tell people to go video conferencing, they will reply to you, okay, I will go into the Zoom, but you are not referring to that. Okay, and those OConnect is a new product, need to brainwash them, right? I think I also noticed that today the chatbot is movable. Right? Yesterday was not able to move. Today is movable. So every day there's a new thing coming up. So just be patient, okay? Okay, Lynn and Rob.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
All right. Good stuff there. I think we're going to, at this point, start bringing folks onto the panel, yes, which we'd love to do. There we can interact and really interact with our community time. And I'd like to say this, we have 84, there's 84 of you on OConnect right now, and another, it was 50. I'm not sure how many.
33 on.
33. So
we encourage you guys to come over to OConnect if you're on the live stream, because we're going to have community time and we have some wonderful resources with us, and they're going to be able to talk with all of us, answer your questions. You also have the opportunity to be a co-host or at least be a panelist to experience the new OConnect. So again, the link, attendee link, is posted in the live chat. It is pinned to the top. So come on over. At this time, we're going to switch the live streams view to ONPASSIVE.com's website in order to bring people into the panel. We don't want to show their email addresses. So bear with us. We're going to switch the screen on the live stream right now. All right, in a 10 to 20 seconds, it should switch over to ONPASSIVE.com website, and at which time we're going to enable the speaker request functionality. You can become a speaker at that time. And let me change the ticker. Where is the ticker? I think it's on the right. No? Mm-mm. It's on the left. We're looking for the ticker. No, it's not there. Where is the ticker, you guys?
Open this up more.
It
Again.
was open.
Again.
It was open.
Okay.
already, yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, chat, me right back, participants, screen share, emojis. Oh, there it is. Okay, ticker, let me change the ticker. Okay, now you see the ticker, and that is Michael Chada's work of art, and he's saying, to be a panelist, click the speaker request icon. And so what we're going to do is enable that right now. So anybody who wants to be on the panel, it's a good experience to see what panelists can see. So just request to be a speaker, okay?
All right. Look
We're
forward to
good to
seeing
go,
you.
Angeline. Yeah, the live stream is already showing the on
Yes,
passive
yes.
website.
Right. Okay, so the speaker request icon is now up. Feel free to ask to come to the panel. All right.
Whew. We got Carmela Schwartz coming.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me do
Okay.
something fast.
Sure.
Let me go to, I want to bring Kapil.
Kapil.
first.
Okay.
I want to make sure he's on the green. Okay, Kapil. Kapil's coming in now. Let me move it to the grid view.
All right. Very good.
Kapil, there he is. All right.
Top right. Hello, Kapil. Welcome.
Welcome, Kapil. All right,
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank
It
you.
was a nice experience, and I was okay. I'll speak later.
Oh,
Good
okay,
morning,
okay.
good evening, greetings of the day,
All
everyone.
right. Yeah, we got about 10 more people to bring in right away.
Okay, we've got Carmela Schwartz from Israel coming in.
Carmela, here comes JJB Tin Man, John Barilla.
Here comes Gianna from New York.
Guyana with multiple devices coming in.
Here comes Cynthia Deering.
CD coming in. All right,
And here's
CD.
Melanie Marcano.
Double Mel coming in. Oh, they're coming in like flies here. All right.
Todd Green is coming in.
Woo-hoo, doggies, I like it.
We
Here
have
comes Greg Hill.
Greg Hill, yes. And we have Keiko Hoshina.
All right,
Yay,
Keiko.
nice. We haven't seen you in a long time,
All
so nice to have you
right.
here.
Keiko is here tonight.
And we
Good
got
stuff.
Cecil Weir, and Cecil will be teaching science tonight. Thank you, Cecil. We have now Don
and DL.
Swihart and DL McConaughey coming in.
Hey, John.
Hi, John. And we have Jillian Hanna coming in.
Jillian Hanukkah. Man, they're coming in fast and furious.
David Switzer.
Switzer's in the house. Kansas
And
City.
Richard Lamott.
Richard Lamott is in the house. Richard, I'm going to tell you right away, bite me, dude. Bite me.
Love bites. Okay?
Love bites, of course. Keiko, hi. You're looking good.
And we have Diana coming in.
All right. Is that Michelle? Who is that?
That's Diana.
Oh, Diane.
And we
Okay.
have Armin Hogue coming
Armin
in.
Hogue coming in. The screen is filling up. I like it. I love it.
We should get all to come in. Now we have 83 in the OConnect, and we have 20 in the YouTube live stream. All should come in. We have 99 then. Huh? We can full house.
We'd love to have a full house. Got to have 99 tonight. All right. Anybody that's got 2 devices or 3, as Gianna does, and has several accounts, log in on that and let's come on.
But make sure you mute your other devices. Only have one device with the sound on. Otherwise, you're going to hear eek and that horrible feedback.
What does that sound?
So, I'm not going to repeat that. Okay, we got 2 more
Just
people
checking.
coming in. Momodu Jallo.
All right, Mamodu, my favorite psychiatric nurse.
Iguana coming in.
Juana coming in. Come on down. All right.
Welcome.
Let's go.
Come on, more people come on in. We
Come
want
on.
the majority.
We got plenty.
We want the majority of everyone here tonight to come to the panel. Just request it.
All right, we got 17 so far, looking for 99. Come on now, 1 cow, 1 calf and a half. Don't make me do it.
No cow and a half, calf and a half. No. Oh.
I'm a calf and a half. Just want to say hi, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Don't encourage him, Armin. Don't encourage him. And here we have Michael And which Michael that is, I'm not quite sure. We're going to
find out. There's Double Mel. I
Hi,
see Mel.
Cecil.
Cecil in the house.
Cecil. He says, love y'all. All right, who was that? Greg Hill, Momodu, Diana Ortega.
All right, Diana. Michael Chatta.
Michael Chatta, how nice. That's wonderful.
Glad you're here, Mike.
Yep,
Michael.
Yep. And
We love
Keiko
you.
Hoshina.
Keiko is in the house, and
Wonderful.
the fire girl from Israel seems to be lit up tonight. You've been in the Manischewitz again? 3 o'clock in the morning there. All right.
Bite me, Rob.
Let's go.
Well, we're hoping for more than this to come into the panel.
Come on now. We had up to 37 last night. Let's see what we can do tonight. Come on down.
We have 89 participants, so we would hope at least 50 of you would come to the panel.
We'd love to have 50 of you on the panel. We want to hear from you.
Okay, we have Diana coming in.
All right.
We'll find out which Diana. And we have Michelle, I believe.
Diana Ortega, hello.
Oh, right. But just now another Diana came in. And Michelle, I believe it's Michelle Champagne coming in.
All right.
Welcome.
Mamodu, I see you there. I see you. All right.
Richard Lamont just popped up.
Lamont is
Hi,
here.
We love ya.
Richard.
We miss you and we love you.
Hope you're feeling better, brother. Hope you're feeling better. Okay, Keiko is here. She's not on the bus because it's Sunday and she's not working.
Yay.
Oh, how you doing, Michelle? We're glad you're here, buddy. Thank you.
What a lovely panel.
All right. We're getting there. Oh, there's two more want to come in.
Okay, we're bringing in Bilash.
Bilash is coming in. All right.
I think Chakraborty is his last name. And we've got Kamari, Kammari. Kamari coming in.
Come on in, India. Come on. We see you. Come on in, everybody. All right. We're getting there. That's
we got 90 participants.
4, 8, 10, 90. 14, 18. We got 21 on the panel so far. Not too
shabby. I just count 6 and there's 4. So 6 times 4 is 24.
Well, obviously I can't count that high. We have 24 now on the panel.
Easy.
Easy peasy, as Ash says. All right. There's Jillian. I see her. Carmela's all wound up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hi, Jillian.
All right.
Cynthia Deering, hi.
Cynthia in the house. All right. We like it. Now here's two Diana Ortega.
She came on 2 devices.
2 devices. Oh. I like it.
Helping us get to, it would be nice to get to 100.
All right. And the same thing for Kapil.
Kapil's on his 2nd device.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. This is going to be fun tonight. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
And John Burrell is here. Yay, John. I'm glad you got on.
All right. John is here. I'd know him anywhere.
Yep.
Right. Are you singing tonight, Johnny? Will you sing tonight?
Yeah. Sure. Yep, I'm singing.
All right. Good stuff. All right. We're getting a phone call that Lynn will take.
Hello.
All right. Let me continue on. We have someone else coming in, and I'm going to click on it right now. It's Clover. I'm looking over the lady named Clover. All right. We got a 2nd device now with Guyana. Thank you, sir. And Chris Tarzan from the Philippine jungle is in, and he's got 2 devices. Oh, yeah. We're getting there now. We're going to be on page 2 before we know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times 4 is 24. How do we get to page 2? We're already on page 2.
You got to go click on the participants tab.
Okay.
And then you have to click on more.
More.
And then you can visually see your speakers and you can see your attendees.
All right. Take me to speakers. I'd like to see how many total. Thank you. That's 3, 6, 8, 24 there. And page 2. There is a page 2. 24 and 4 is 28. All right. Let's get going now. This is just a warm up. Come on now. That's 28. Let's go to at least 38, 48, 58, 68 or more right now.
We see Paul McFarland. How are you, Paul?
All right, Paul, you're welcome to come to the panel, brother.
A whole bunch of people we recognize. Les Hudson.
Look at all the Indian flags. I like it.
Good morning, good evening.
Yana, hello, brother.
Isabel Bailey.
I am Bilasra, India.
Mohammed Ashraf Ansari.
All right, Mr. Ansari's here. Come on to the panel, brother.
And we've got Irena.
All right.
Page 2, a bunch of friends as well.
Wow. We're getting
Mohammed
there.
Chancho Ali. We got
I see Frank
Frank
Rowe.
Rowe.
Hey, Frank.
Iqbal Patel is here. Sukumari is here. Roberto Riojas is here. And we've got
David Piggott is here.
Kenroy Gallion is here.
All right, Kenroy. We love you, brother.
Eileen Cowell. Hi, Eileen. Juliana Mbambo is here.
Olasumbo is here.
Oh, so many. We hope that you'll consider coming over to the panel.
We'd love to see more of you on the panel. Come
Roy
on now.
Davies, I see you in attendees, Roy. Brian
Croach is here. Hello, Brian.
Juanita Slack. She usually comes to the panel.
All right, let's go back to the other view
Brenda
and
Ross.
let's see on the grid.
Peter Polly.
Okay.
Okay, we go back to the.
Right.
All right. So at this time, we can offer people the chance to speak, right?
Yes, good time now. If anybody's got something to either question or make a comment, we'd love you to bring it right now. All you have to do is raise your electronic hand. Jillian has her hand up first, so give me one moment, Jillian.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Maybe two.
Okay.
I got to get my
Okay,
marker out.
Mel, I see you. I'm bringing you in. She got, for some reason, she lost her place on the panel. Probably a glitch. Hello, Brenda. Come on in.
Okay, I see Jillian's hand. I see Greg Hill's hand. Who's else do I see so far? So far, nobody else. Okay, that's okay.
Greg and Jillian so far.
Greg and Jillian, I've got that. Go to page 2 and let's make sure nobody there has their hand up. Oh, we can see it right here. Okay.
Well, but we can't see all.
Oh,
We have to go
to more. Okay, no problem. No hands there.
speakers.
Speakers, right.
So we have Greg and Jillian, and page 2, no one.
No one. Okay, so we're caught up there, and we're double checking ourselves, making a list and checking it twice.
And we're bringing in Cecil. Evidently, people are having a hard time staying in because he's coming in again.
Unless he's got a second device.
Yeah, well, he's not.
He's right there.
Oh, okay. Right. And we got Anuj Kumar.
Anuj Kumar coming in. All right, very good. All right, let's kick this thing off with comments and questions. Go ahead, Jillian. You're first on The Price is Right. Unmute, please. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lucky first. Yes, coming into the webinar just then, I missed some of the first part when Francis was talking. There was a little bit of buffering, but then it all stabilized and everything's really great now. So it might be just the internet connection just with the first part, but it's really fantastic now. And it's an exciting pop-up update in our OES today. It will be great to see the orientation tutorial of the new OConnect, a walkthrough by corporate too as well. And it's great too that future optimizations, upgrades, enhancements implemented, new features will be executed with zero downtime. It's really the marvel of modern technology. It's a wonderful time to be living in the digitization era, and with ONPASSIVE, everything will be so quick and seamless and streamlined. And yeah, it's really good. Like the new OConnect, to think it's only one of the first product solutions coming out. You can hardly imagine all the next ones that are going to be coming out too.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jillian. Well, we want to hear from you a little later. We're going to try to keep it to a couple of minutes each. That way we can take as many of you folks that want to speak. Next up is the one, the only, the gift master.
Oh,
Greg, what's that?
Diana.
Yes.
I
What'd you do?
lowered your hand by mistake. Can you
Okay,
raise
well,
your
I've
hand?
already got her on the list.
Raise
So.
your hand again, Diana.
All right, over to Greg Hill, please, if you would. Unmute and speak.
Okay,
Talk to
thanks.
us.
Okay, thanks. I lowered my hand so I won't forget to start with. Hello, everybody that's on the panel tonight. So nice to see everyone. First, I want to mention that Mel has been trying really, really hard to get on. She hasn't been able to get on. She text messaged Lynn, and so did I. So just that's all I wanted to say to start with. I really enjoyed what I saw was from Francis and, of course, from Chris. That was a great presentation. Did really, really good. Nice to see Kapil here tonight. I'm sorry I spelled your name wrong the first time. We'll get it together there. Anyway, I'm just enjoying everything, and I'll come back later at some point. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Giftmeister.
And we see, I let her in, and she's right here on the panel now.
Mel, are you here? Let me see Mel.
I pinned you so we can see you. You
I'm looking.
If you can unmute to let us know that you are here, Mel. Because we see you, I mean, you're listed on the speaker list.
Okay. At the moment, let's go over to, let's see, Diana was next. Go ahead, Diana, unmute and talk to us, please. Miss Ortega, can you go ahead and unmute, please, on one of your devices, any of your devices? Okay, Diana, we'll come back to you in just a couple of minutes. I didn't take you off the list. And let's go to Mamodu now. Let's move along a little bit, as Ayush would say. Go ahead, Mamodu, unmute and talk to us.
Yes, Uncle Rob, Sister Lynn, good evening, and good evening to all my beloved ambassadors. You know, I just want to say hi to you all and to acknowledge and appreciate all your effort for being consistent, you know. As for me, I'm always at work, so sometimes I won't be able to show my face, but some of you are lucky today you see my handsome face. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that face. You're a winner, brother. All right, we got one other person to bring in before we go back to Diana. Let's see who that is. It's Edwin. Hello, Edwin. Come on down. Right, all right. Let's go back to the view where I can see what's happening. Thank you. Grid, yeah, that's a winner. Man, this thing is lightning fast. You know, we talked about in an instant, the world in an instant. Every time Lynn clicks on a view, and some of you who have already had OConnect, you've done OConnect recently in the last few days, you can see it. It's like within an instant, the next screen comes up. It's not, there's a delay. It comes right up. So that's good stuff. That's, I'd say that's an improvement over what it was before. All right, Diana, are you able to unmute, please? Diana Ortega, are you able to unmute? All righty. Diana, you're still on the list, so we'll keep trying you. And then just jump in there at any time, you know, if you can, with the audio. All right, let's see where we're going next. Hey, if anybody's got questions, let's have the questions. You can bring them up. You don't have to have your video on. Bring all the questions you can. We've got quite a group here that can answer those questions. Kapil and Francis and Chris and John Barilla, Lynn, myself, Mel. There's a lot of folks here can answer any questions that you might have. Carmela's pretty good with questions. Okay, Diana, I now see your hand again. Go ahead and unmute on whichever device you're on.
Click on the microphone so that.
Oh my God. Can you hear me?
Yeah, if that's you, click off on one.
Yeah, just turn one device sound on. The other device should have sound off.
Oh. Okay.
Diana's over here, and her sound is off over there. Okay, go ahead, Diana.
We'll do it. All right. Wait.
Okay, she's muted again.
Okay, so what we want to tell you is that the second device needs to be muted, and then you can speak. Then we won't hear all that feedback.
Now, we appreciate you being on 2 devices, by the way, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
So if not, just turn the second device off if it's too hard. No problem. We understand. But when you're ready, go ahead and unmute and speak.
All right. That all being said, Kapil, would you like to have a few remarks to get things started from your end in India? You're welcome.
Yes. Greetings of the day to everybody. I'll keep that short. And it was very nice seeing Chris sir and Francis sir giving the presentation. And I could feel what Chris was going through, because back in India, sometimes we face similar internet issues, and it is very difficult when a presenter, when he's giving the presentation and the internet gives up on him or her, basically. So I was able to feel that. And uh, 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 it was a very short, sweet, to the point presentation by both of the presenters today. And I'm happy that I am in touch with these kind of people, and also with those who don't know, so that we can share with them. Maybe back in India, I do this kind of things. So even otherwise, on the global platform, when I got in touch with Lynn 2 days back, even for that matter, Francis sir 2 days back, 2 3 days back. So if I could do the same thing, not just back in India, which I am doing right from September or October with the old OConnect version, now I'm getting a chance to go on a global platform. So I would be more than happy to do the same thing, answer questions as per my knowledge, and give the satisfactory answers. If I don't have, then I'll do a research on it, I'll study on it, and then come back later. Saying so, it was a nice presentation today. Thank you once again. Over to you. Back to you, Lynn ma'am, or Rob sir. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you,
And
Kapil.
I'm here. I would be here till your presentation or your webinar is over. Uh, 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 a last hope to answer satisfactory questions. If no one is able to answer, I hope everyone will be able to answer. There are so many great leaders, Francis sir, Chris sir. So I hope they will be easily able to answer. It should not be that I am coming and uh, 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 giving the answers.
Well, thank you for being the wingman tonight. We never leave our wingman. So thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that, Kapil. Sir. All right, let's go back to the other view so I can see Diana. Are you able to unmute? And wait a minute, Guyana's got multiple devices again. Man, we appreciate that, brother. Hello, Diana. Go ahead. I hear you.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, bring it.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Rob. Hi, everyone. Everyone as well. I would just like to say thank you guys for doing this. It's really, really helpful. And I was listening to Chris and Francis. Now, I was trying to go along with Francis with the OConnect, and I was not able to. I didn't have an invite link, so I wasn't able to complete that.
All right. Good stuff there. And you sound good. And with the one device on, we appreciate you being on 2 devices, by the way. But with the one device on, you sound good. The audio is very good. And like we said, we don't make it mandatory to show the video. So you're good to go as far as we're concerned.
Okay. So can you tell me how would I find my invite link to do the OConnect?
Well, let me throw the ball over. I'm going to do a handoff over to Francis Tay now.
Okay.
Did you get the question from Diana? She was asking where would she get her invite link?
Can I share screen?
Of course you can share a screen. You are the seafood.
Can I do that?
Oh no.
No, no,
Francis?
not you. Francis is going to share a screen. Francis.
Oh, okay.
So, take a look while Francis is sharing. Okay.
Okay.
We can see the shared screen now, Francis.
Okay, Diana, this is the invite on the right hand side.
Yes.
This button here.
I don't have that.
Have you created the webinar?
Yeah, I did everything. I did everything you did up to the point.
Maybe go to the top 3 button there on the browser. Reduce your screen, your window screen.
Mine's just
right here, right on the top here. Reduce your window, like maybe go to 80% or 75% until you see. Is it the thing start here?
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
Beside this start button is this invite link.
Okay, I did it. Yay.
Right? Good. Well done. And you click on the invite link. When you click invite link, it's open up.
Yes.
All right, Diana, you came to the right place. The Sifu is
Yes.
added in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Dave. Thank you, Sifu. Appreciate it, Francis. Excellent way to do it, showing that
Thank you,
screen.
Francis.
Welcome.
All right, we have Mohammed Zishan coming in.
All right, Mohammed Zishan coming in. And I'm checking the grid to see if there's anyone else that wants to make a comment or ask a question. Let's go to page 2 if we could. Please. Just want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Okay, nobody on page 2. All right, we're good to go for now.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Of course.
Those of you who are in attendee room, get into the speaker room. You yourself need to have experience that the 99 people in the speaker room is a truth. It's not talking about it, because everybody is talking about it. Oh, is it true? 99 people can be in the speaker room. Now we have 98. We can make it all in. No need to open a window, open your video if you're shy. Just get in so that we can test the whole room with 99 in the room. So that then we can go out and tell our friend we do have 99. And we can take in, even later on, we can take 10,000 capacity. But start with 99 first. Right? Get over to 99 first. Then we can go and tell the whole world. Right? Thank you.
All right. All right. 2 more folks want to come in. Lynn's taking a picture and away we go. Let's bring the next, is it 6 people?
Aseta Sanfo.
All right, Aseta, come on down.
Robert Williamson.
Robert, come on down, brother.
David Piggott.
David Piggott in the house. Hey, I want to hear from you tonight, Piggott. Henry Horn in the house. All right, Henry. Yeah.
Avikara Puliyari is here.
All right, come on, guys. Come on down.
Juliana Mbambo is here. We've got Surendra Sahu. Hi, Surendra.
All right, Surendra.
And we got Laurel Henderson.
Laurel Henderson in the house.
All right.
That's how we do it. Thank you, Francis. Very good.
Keep it coming, though. We need a lot
Keep
more
it coming.
people.
We got to get to 99. We want to prove this thing is really 99.
And you don't have to turn your camera on. You can just be a speaker without speaking.
Right.
Okay?
Right. You can speak with the audio only. You
So
don't
there's-
have to show your picture.
There's no reason not to come to the panel, in other words.
Absolutely not. We got to get to 99 tonight or we're not going home.
Armand is here.
99 or bust.
Isabel Bailey's here.
All right, Isabel, good stuff. Now, there's several people that want to speak, but I can't tell because we're on this view. Could we go to the view one more time, the grid? Please. Thank you very much. Okay, looks like Pat Green, also known as Dorothy, Greg Hill again. Okay, there's one more. Let's see, Greg Hill, blinking at
Well,
me.
it says 2 now.
Oh, dropped to 2. Okay. All right, let's go to Pat Green first, if that's all right, Greg. Go ahead, Pat.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Francis, I was wondering a couple days ago, I haven't been on for a couple days because I did one day. And the next day I had to suffer through a steak dinner with my husband. So for his birthday. And I suffered through that real well. Ate too much, enjoyed it. Had to stop eating. But anyway, you had mentioned about sending, talking to people about OConnect and then sending them a site and tell them that they could use it and explore, OConnect. Do you use an account as a customer, or is there a button that I didn't see on OConnect that says, create an account, a demo account? How do you do that?
You can create a demo account. Go and get a new Gmail, mm-hmm. and register a new account under one of your founding account. Register one account under founding account, so that this account is under you, right? Mm-hmm. So you can use that as an affiliate account or just a user account. No need to buy anything. You can still go and join OConnect, right? So you can pass the account to your friend, ask them to come into the OConnect, right? Because some people are afraid. You ask them to create an account, create a Gmail and come in, they say no, too troublesome. So you just give them an email account, ask them to come in and experience with you one-to-one and talk about it, talk about your this OConnect. And after that, you just tell them, I will leave it to you, this email, for 2 or 3 days, and I will take back after 2 or 3 days. You must give them a timing. Don't let them forever. Say, I'm sorry, I got to show my friend, so I will take back my account. Okay.
So how do you take it back? You just close it?
No, the email belong to you. The password is belong to you. Right? Just a simple password can change.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just thought I'd ask, because that sounds like a good idea too.
And also remember that if he refuses to return you the email, you control the alternative email, so you cannot use it anyway. You can close it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
no problem. Just text me. Yeah.
Husband's on the phone with me. I'm going to get off here. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, and thank you for answering my question, Francis. He just called me. Sorry about the interruption.
Yeah. Let me also answer the yesterday. There's a mobile question. If you are in the attendee room, right? You can see the 24 people in the attendee room, right? But when you are in the speaker room, you need to reduce the size. You only have 4. Huh? So if you want to see the whole 24, stay in the attendee room. The whole 24 is show up to you. Okay, this is just for your info. Huh?
All right. We love it when you give point of information. It's very good, man.
I have a question. So do the people here who are speakers, do you see 24 of us here? If you do, raise your hand. Because we see 24. Okay, how many do you see if it's not 24? Most people don't see 24.
Yeah, I see that. Or didn't raise their hand.
How many you guys can pardon?
I'm only seeing 4.
4. You're on a mobile phone,
on a
right?
Cell phone, that's why. But those of you who are on a laptop or computer, how many are panelists or speakers? How many people do you see on the screen?
I see 16.
16. Oh, 16.
24.
I see 24.
24.
24. Oh, I see 24.
24.
24.
So 24 is the thing. I would say it's a video setting on whoever that was that said they have 16, where you can change the setting from
I
16
tried to
to
change
24.
it. It doesn't help.
Okay, well, we're going to have someone answer that in just a minute who's a little more thorough than me. Yeah, but in the meantime, let's move on to Greg Hill, then Mel, then Carmela.
And Carmela, you're
I'm
on
watching 96 here.
She's on a computer.
Okay, I would
Carmela,
like to pass my turn over to Mel. Mel, she's been waiting longer than I have.
Okay, go ahead, Mel.
Thank you. Greg, thank you for passing on the message. Lynn and Rob, I know you're busy. And Chris, thank you. Chris reached out to me because I was on the panel, but I wasn't visible. So I had to log out and log back in as a speaker because there was nothing showing on the screen except just the buttons without the mic and the camera for the first time. So when I log out and log back in and he brought me in as a speaker, then everything showed. I just wanted to point that out. There are still a bit of hiccups here and there. Tell the truth. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
All right.
just switch to the Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge works fine for me today.
For meaning Microsoft Edge
Browser
is better today than Chrome. Chris?
That's how I observing. Yeah.
So
Just
Microsoft
only the video sharing I did earlier is a problem.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mel. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Greg, did you want to continue, and then we'll? Did you want to continue, Greg? Go ahead.
Just a quick one. I've just been monitoring our participant box. As a participant box is where you can actually see people's hands raised, and a lot of people probably don't understand that possibility. But if you go there, you'll see a hand raised in the participant box, not in the attendee box, but in the participant box. So, and then I was trying to find out where we were seeing this, but as a speaker, evidently we can see that the hands are raised in the participant box. What I was wondering is maybe it's a possibility and maybe not. Is there an order to that participant box as far as whose hand is raised first? And it may be there. It's a possibility. I'm not really sure, but I was kind of trying to watch that to see if there was hands that were raised before me or after me, and to see what position they were in the speaker box. I was just curious if there is an actual order to that.
Well, I think I can answer that, and because I haven't seen an order to that.
I can't hear you. You're muted, Rob.
Of course I'm muted. I'm always muted. All right.
Love you.
I think I can answer that. There really is no order to it unless you're looking at the participant list as people click on it, which is hard to do when you're trying to do the webinar and look at all the screens. So for now, and Capil agrees with that, there isn't, but that would be great if they would number those somehow. In other words,
I've been working.
right, or put an X next to it or something that would alert us. And I especially need that. Go ahead, Capil.
We back in India, what we do is while we are conducting webinars, we assign few hosts for the same function, so that the co-host would be looking at the participants who has raised first their hands, and accordingly the co-host who has been assigned will be telling them on the core committee WhatsApp group that this person is first who has raised the hand. Kindly, until and unless there is a special guest or some international leaders, we break the protocol or the rule. But yes, Greg has a great observation, and as Rob said right now, even I think if this could be improved, and if it is numbered by uh, time who raised their hand first, and it would be easy for the host or the co-host to ask them to come first, come forward, unmute their mic, give their sharing or ask their questions, and give their feedbacks.
Okay, I'm going
Over to you, Ram.
all right, thank you, Kapil. What I'm going to do is tonight it'll be too late, but tomorrow I'll get a hold of probably Red Redfern. He's got a direct line to Ash, as does DeGarmo and Johnson. But Red is very good at explaining that, so I'm going to get with Red. I wish he was here tonight. I may give him a call. Oh no, he's traveling today. He's going up to visit with his mother-in-law. That's right. So let's do this. I already made a note of it, everybody, and I will be in touch with Red Redfern, Marty, and Chris on that so they can get it directly to Ash. I have Ash's phone number, but he's so busy it's hard for me to get through to him. So rather than do that, I'll get a hold of Red or one of the others. So noted. As somebody came up with that. Noted. Oh, who says that? Noted. Somebody says that all the time, and I love it. So noted. Let's go back to Pat Green, who's back. Oh, wait a minute. We got to go to Carmela first. Carmela, you're first. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
I
Carmela.
want to thank you for everything you are doing. You're doing well. And I try to go to in my two telephones. I have two numbers. And I success sometimes and not all the time. I don't know what happened. I'm playing and sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. I do the same thing. So I don't know what is the problem.
Okay, right now, though, are you on your laptop or no?
Now I'm on my laptop. I see only 16 people.
Right,
Even I go to the setting and I put the 24 like you show us.
Right, and then you got to save it.
And it's still 16.
Okay, did you save it? You have to save it.
I save it, yes.
Okay. Francis, what
So
say you?
it's very strange.
She went to settings.
Yeah, after this session, I have lunch with her. Then I will give her the tips.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you're having lunch. Wait a minute, hold back the bus up. You're in Singapore. She's in Israel. That's at least.
We can have a virtual lunch, you know.
All right. I was going to say that's a 6-hour bus ride, no matter how you look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I add on to the raise hand thing? If you're going to talk to Red first, rather than say who comes first, maybe ask the tech team to put in another button called queue number. Right? So whoever want to raise talk, get the queue number. Like just tap on the queue number, then the number will show up.
I like that. And that's got to be simple to install. So that's a good one.
Thank you.
You say the same, Kapil? Okay, good deal. The ayes have it. So
Yes, I agree with Francis Tay, so that it is very organized and it looks professional as well. So I agree.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Kapil, you just steal my thunder. I was also thinking about the co-host managing the hand raise, and you say it out. So we are like-minded. Huh?
Great minds think alike, fellas. Great minds think alike. All righty. Since I'm not muted, Carmela's going to get with the Sifu, so that takes care of lunch at 12. And then we'll go to Pat again. It looks like Pat's raring to go again, and then over to DL in just a minute.
I'm back. Hello, everybody.
Oh, thanks for the warning. Go ahead.
I'm bringing my husband in.
Oh, nice.
The one and only Chris, the guy with the magic fingers?
Yes, the birthday guy, whose birthday is today. And so we celebrated yesterday, but we're enjoying it today. And, it's really nice to be able to do something, do ONPASSIVE and know that your your husband is or your wife is all for it, and it's nice to do it together. You know, so I'm really excited about that, and I know that he backs me up and I back him up. So we've only been together 32 years, so we got another at least 60, right? You know, hey.
Yep.
Why
So
not?
anyway, I thought I'd just have him say hi. He is smiling. He says, "That's my smile."
All right, that's cool.
He
Good to see
promised
you,
me
Chris.
to play piano.
Yeah, Camilla
Oh,
was
I
on
was going
piano.
to say it, but Carmela
Super
beat me
something.
to the punch where
He said he's going to
we'd
have
love
to
to
come
hear
up with
you.
something, Camilla. So I'll get off here so you can talk to other people. But I wanted Chris to say hi too and say happy birthday. So
All right, happy birthday, Chris.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yep, from all of us.
Thanks,
All
everybody.
right, let's. Where were we? Let's go back to the participant list or somewhere where I can see if there's any other hands before we go to signing. You're pointing. Oh, I got it right in front of me. Stand by one. Woo, doggies. It looks like DL is next. Go ahead, DL. Sorry, I see you here.
All right, thanks, Rob. Yeah, I had the same problem as Carmela just a few minutes ago. I see 16 on the panel. I'm on the laptop, and I go to my advanced settings and try to change it to 24, and it shows 24 in the list there, right there. But I don't see where I can actually save that number. I do see something up the top that says apply, and when I go, I can't enable it. It doesn't click or anything. So I'm seeing 24 in the settings, but I only see 16 on the panel. Am I doing anything wrong? I'm sure that I am.
I guess that's what Carmela's saying. She also
Yes.
selected 24, but she's still seeing 16. So
Exactly.
does Kapil know how that works? Because most people are able to see 24 who are speakers, but a couple of people aren't seeing 24. Might there be a reason for that?
I mean, we have a laptop. I don't know if that makes a difference.
First of all, yes, ma'am, you were right. I was about to ask the same thing. Are you in with the mobile device or the laptop device or the desktop device?
We're in the laptop.
Okay. The normally what I follow is I do all these settings right when I enter into the webinar.
Okay.
And in between or during the webinar, it may or may not allow, because I have
Okay.
faced issue as well. In between the webinar, if you try to change, in the old version, it was not happening. I don't know about the new version, but since the old version itself, I am trying to do all the settings as soon as I enter the any webinar. I go for the advanced audio settings and advanced video settings, and then I am able to see all the 24 people. I mean, maximum limit. I don't know. I might be wrong. If anyone has more information, kindly correct me.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, it sounds like it's sporadic still on the newer version if you're on the laptop. Is that right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. So a recommendation is to get those settings before you come on then.
As soon as you enter the webinar, I would recommend do the required audio settings and the video settings, including the advanced audio settings and advanced video settings.
Okay. That sounds like a really good fix. I appreciate you. Thank you much.
Thank you.
You can log out now. You can log out and come back again. Log out first and do the setting and come back. Let's try out first while we're here.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I was going to say before I got muted myself, we're over to Mel. Mel, your hand was raised.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, I'm here. Thank you. No, I'm not being negative or anything, but I still feel like, I mean, it's a new version, and it's like we are still in a beta testing stage. I can see, because some things are still not. It still need tweaking. Some things still need tweaking. Because if I mean, we have to advertise to the people on the outside, And I mean, think of us, demonstrating and these things are happening. I think it's still in the better testing stage. Still some things, even some things could be color coded, like Francis was saying, to bring in the queue, right? Have the queue, but it can be color coded, so we'll know exactly the one with a red beside it, the two, things like that. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I see that as well, and without being negative, if you looked at the ticker pop up, uh, it kind of said you know things are being tweaked. I don't want to go into detail on timing because I'm not sure of the timing, but it did say things are being, let's say, upgraded as we speak. So uh, that we have to expect. Are we still in beta testing? We've got to be, because there's still things that need to be fixed for good. In other words, there is no temporary fix to when you go to the public. Really, there can't be. You go to General Motors and tell them, oh, you're we can't tell you that. We'll have to get back to you. No, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear, yes, this is this and that is that. And that I agree with you, Mel. I don't know how far in we are on beta testing, but we're closer to not beta testing than, stuck in the middle, so to speak, as they say.
It's a nice website. I mean, I love the buttons and I love what I'm seeing, but yeah, like, I mean, the other 2 nights I could get on easy, the free nights actually, and tonight there was like a merry-go-round before I could get in, and no mic, no camera, and it's the same thing I've been using. But finally, when I went out and Chris brought me in as a speaker, there goes all the buttons. So, yeah.
I have a feeling, and I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but I think they're working on this day and night in the on the back office end. In other words, the tech team, they're not sleeping, they're
No.
working, whether it be shift work or whatever. There's somebody working on fixing everything. That's my gut feeling.
And another thing, RobLynn, Francis, anybody who main hosts something, is anybody taking notes? Like, say, the hand, when you're a speaker and the hand, is it speaker? No, co-host, and the hand cannot be up. Is anybody pointing out to Ash and the tech team that there should be a little hand for the co-host, when they're on? Has anybody maybe even take notes and pass it on, probably?
Well,
Because
I
we
have
said
that
that for a
note,
long
but I
time,
don't think
it's not shown.
I didn't.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Sorry.
I can pass that on as well. I've taken other notes for tonight that I'm going to pass on to Red, Marty, and Chris, since they have a better line with Ash. But I'll mention that too, as far as the co-host should have a hand too. It might make it easier.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Let me give you a different perspective about the co-host having a hand. If the product is meant for the commercial, this is just for you to know. If the co-host is meant for all the manager or supervisor in the room, right? To tell the supervisor, anybody want to talk, please press a hand. It's like you are higher than me, I got to wait for my turn to raise my hand. You call me to talk, then I can talk. So it's like in the management perspective, say, why do I need to put my hand up to talk? Why I can't just comment if I want to comment? This our relationship in the boardroom. So, but it's only my perspective from the management point of view. But it's a good idea that you just let Ash know. Maybe the co-host can have a hand. Let them decide. No? Let the tech team decide. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, Francis, I said that, not that I'm helping them, but time and time again, we see that when we are co-hosts and we want to say something, we put up our physical hand, right?
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
very
not
true.
shown. So that's why I pointed out the little flashing hand for the co-host.
But on the other side of things, as Francis mentioned, if we're only going to have 10 people as co-hosts, I don't know that the hands are needed. Maybe they are, but if there's 10 managers, let's call them, as Francis did in the room, not 100, but 10, I'd like to think I can keep track of 10. I don't know if I can because that hasn't been tested yet. But I would think that if you have a co-host and a host or two hosts monitoring what's going on, and I think it would be good. That's another suggestion. I like that idea, Kapil. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kapil.
But for the hand for the co-host, in the event we have 10,000, then we really need a hand for the co-host.
Well, of course,
because you can't manage, you can't discipline everybody. Right.
Right. I agree with that. Go ahead.
I would like to.
I would like to say something.
Stand by
I
one.
opened another device.
Yes,
opened
go ahead.
another device, and I had the 24. In one it's 16, and in the other the 24 in the same laptop.
Yeah, the one with the 16, you can throw away the phone.
It's very
Okay.
strange.
All right. We'll come back to that, but let's go to Kapil, who
We have lunch later.
Yeah, you're having lunch with Francis, so all your situations will be handled in a matter of moments, guaranteed.
I would agree with Mel as well, because if there is a discipline, I mean, like you want to maintain a discipline, and you don't want a chaos that two or three co-hosts want to simultaneously open their mic and that gets interrupted, and then there is a confusion who wants to speak. Or I would say, okay, Mel continue, or Francis continue. Francis says, oh, no, Mel continue. So these kind of to avoid these kind of situations, yes, the hand raise option, electronic hand raise option for co-host is a good idea. But as Francis said, in the commercial world, in the corporate world, if there is a director, CEO, COO, those people are there, then they are creating a webinar link, and they are having their internal meetings, and they are having some 8 to 10 managers as a co-host. So over there, they are already being briefed uh, what to talk, who will talk, when they will talk. So they are obviously, all the other managers are also having, as I told or I mentioned earlier, back in India, what we do is, if we are giving them the powers of co-host, we give them some responsibilities. Keep an eye on chat box, or you are in control with the resound, or maybe question answer, or other functionalities. So, in a similar fashion, in their corporate this thing, they would be keeping an eye on what the attendees are writing in the chat box, or what are the question answers, or who is going to create a survey during the webinar, so that just before closing the webinar, we can put a poll or a survey. How did you feel? What are the improvements required in a corporate meeting, in a corporate world? So I agree with Francis as well. So I would rather suggest it would be a middle path, or uh, uh, if I am able to understand the management of OnPassive, they have thought, okay, those who are the early founding members or the early adapters of this technology, and out of them, few people, those who are actually deserving this co-host post, they do not actually deserve, or they do not actually want, because they are well mannered, they know how to present themselves, they can keep their patience and raise their physical hands if required, or they may unmute their mic and ask for interruption, or say sorry for interruption, and ask the permission to interrupt in between, and put forward their ideas. So that's the reason they have not given the hand raise option to the co-host as of now. This is what I feel. I may or may not be wrong. I may be partially correct, partially wrong. Kindly guide those who are there. Those who agree with me can say yes, agree. I may or may not be wrong. Before proceeding ahead, Rob, there was a question in the chat box. Would it be possible to do a test of OConnect using the conference option instead of webinar? I mean, like a testing of a conference.
Well, that certainly could happen. I mean, it would mean everybody would be a speaker, and that would be one way to get 99. If everybody could only be a speaker, we could get to 99 pretty quick. Or maybe not us, but somebody could. You know, who like Marty, they get 300 and 400 at times. That'd be a way to test it. If 99 blew off the chart. But that's whoever suggested that in the chat. I like that idea. That would be a way to. What do you think, Francis? That'd be a way to get to 99.
Yeah, even in the webinar, you know, if you don't give them the attendee link, everybody in the speaker link, right?
Right.
That's what we can do next time is make everybody come in as speaker.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody's a speaker and use the webinar portal. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. That makes it easier. That's the easy way.
That's what we do with the OES lunch at 12.
OES lunch at 12 does that? Well, we're going to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, it works.
All right. Sounds good to me.
What's the capacity?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't see any hand. Can I add in a few suggestions for Red Redford? Huh? Can they change back the mic? This mic, the green color with the. Can you change back the color one? Because when the window gets smaller, it covers the face. You know.
So the mic is bigger?
Especially the mobile phone, it covers the face. You know, right? It's better to go back to the old format with the color, then we know who's speaking. You know, right? It's more obvious when the color show up, you know who's speaking. Then now I got to look at every box to see where the green color. You know. So sometimes maybe I colorblind. I don't know.
No, I find that hard too. I mean, like tonight we were on the grid view, and I'm looking for who's talking. And I had no idea who's talking. So I agree with you on that, Brandon.
And the other thing is also to swap the name and the flag. Put the flag at the corner. Put the name in the center. You know, because the flag is a square thing, right? When the screen gets smaller and smaller, the flag stay the same. You know, it block you also, right? Let the flag to the corner and the name. Because the name is transparent. You know, it's transparent. You can see the people. Just suggestion. Just ask them to put a flag at the corner left and the name in the center. Right? Thank you.
Noted.
Yeah. They may ask you to go and celebrate instead of the Q&A. Okay.
I'd like to say something about that, Francis. It's real important, I believe. What I'm seeing is, as you're speaking, I'm watching. Lots of times when you're watching people speak, you're looking at their mouth speaking, and especially for people who are ASL, they also can read lips. And so when you have a speaker microphone up there, it's already too much, I think, as far as the size of the bar at the bottom. It's already covering part of your face up. But to see the person's face, especially ASL people, they want to be able to see their lips. And also myself. I mean, I might be hard of hearing a little bit, which I am. And so that would be a very good thing, I believe. And I just second that emotion. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Greg. I do see a hand. AP, go ahead. Oh, sorry, AP, if you can stand by just one. Mel had her hand up first, unless it's a inadvertent hand. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob. The other thing I mentioned the other day is if you have a not dual citizenship, but say you came from somewhere else, but you live in the U.S., it would be nice to have the flag of your place of birth and the place that you're living in now. Like, so like, for example, I'm from the island, my flag I want to represent the country I'm from first, and then Canada, because that's where I live now. So it would be nice to have the double flags, or so you're living in one place, but you came from another place. It would be nice to recognize that country as well. I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but I think it would be a nice thing.
Now, I have noticed, and it was brought to my attention today, I tried to help one of our affiliate members change their nationality, and the system in edit profile would not let me click on that. What say you on that, Francis?
Yeah, I don't think that is practical. I think nationality cannot be changed, but the place of residence can be changed. So if you are on the place of residence, you can go and edit on the profile. Then when you come into the webinar, it will be place of residence. Okay.
Francis, what I'm talking about is the flags. I'm from Dominica. I would like to see my Dominican flag along with Canadian flags, just the flags together.
No, that's what I'm saying. I say if they based on the place of residence, then the flag will be place of residence. But if you want it to be your flag, then the place of residence you can put your home address, your nationality address. So the flag will turn out to be the flag that you want.
But we're representing the world, the globe. It's the whole globe. I don't understand.
Yeah. What we don't want is that people do it for default. They don't want to show up that they are from Singapore. They are these are what the scammer use.
Okay. All right.
In my opinion, it's just my opinion.
It's just an observation. I just feel that we're representing the whole globe, so why not show our place of birth, where we came from, the flag, to represent them?
Well, I can certainly bring that up to Red and Company. I'll put dual flags, no problem.
Somebody had brought this up 2 months ago in the Ash meeting. I heard about this.
Okay.
Right. I'll bring it up again just so we're covering all the bases. So we do have that to cover.
Thank you.
We've got two hands. We have AP, and we also have Swihart and McConaughey. So since I don't know who's first, if it's okay with you, DL, could we go to AP first?
Hello.
Right.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead.
I'm AP Madhusudan from India. Thank you for calling me. This is first time I'm in RobLynn Live appearing. I noticed that we are discussing on the queue system, what we have to do. That queue system is good, as said by our 2-3 peoples, couple and Michael said. So I think the queue system must be there to make correction to the corruption. There are a lot of correction to the corruption within our house required. So that is a good idea to making queue automatically by the machine, and it should be recorded. If anybody is removing that, the hand raise, that it should be recorded. Who done it? It is co-host, host, or someone else. That is to be recorded. That is my point. Nothing, no more questions now. I'm always there. I'm observing. I'm just a student in this.
Well, welcome. We appreciate you coming on, and we love India. So thank you, sir. AP, that was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. You got to come as many nights and mornings, whatever it is. It's morning where you are.
Yeah, I always there. I always there on comments.
All right.
First time in video.
All right. Hey, looking good, sir. Looking good.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And now we'll go back to Swihart and McConaughey. Go ahead, DL and Dawn.
Appreciate you, RobLynn. Thanks. I want to say thanks to Kapil. That recommendation that you had with the going back out and coming back in, I'm able to see 24 now. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And The as far as what Francis was saying about the speaker, I mean, I totally agree with him, because when you're speaking, you got that prompt, that green prompt that comes up, and it kind of blocks out one speaker. But when you're sitting here with two, it definitely blocks out the face of the other. So I would, it's kind of problematic. I agree with Francis to kind of go back to the old one where the square was, and just had the motion going around and around on it, so you can tell who's speaking, or you can just make that block light up and just stationary. But that green prompt that you got for people that's speaking right now, I agree with Francis. It is somewhat problematic. Back to you, Rob. Thanks.
All right, thanks. I'm writing that down to make sure I get it clear. I'm going to blow them up tomorrow with this stuff. All right, this is good. It's good. All right, light around the square. Okay. Or okay, got it. It's noted. Chris Tiazone, I saw your hand earlier. You got something for us? Go ahead, Tarzan. Hello.
Just happy to. I'm just happy to be listening to all, and new faces also. And I just wanna share. Michael Chatta shared with me. Said to me in yesterday, and I like it. He calls me Techie Tarzan.
Techie
Techie
I like
Tarzan.
it.
The
All right,
double
Techie.
That's cute.
T.
Techie Tarzan. All right, that's
Well,
it.
Double T.
Double
I
T. All
agree
right,
with
it's
Michael
noted,
Chatta.
brother.
Thank you very
It's
much for
noted.
that, and everyone. That's all. Thank you.
Chris, is too long a keyword to remember.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. We got Greg and Charlie. So let's go to Greg, please. Greg Hill.
Okay. I had a small question here. I'll take my hand down. That was it's about the chat box. Earlier when we came on here, before we actually were brought in as speakers, the chat box had a lot of moving parts behind the screen, on a second screen behind the chat. So you can see the people typing their text and greeting people and stuff. But behind that, we saw the robot and things were moving. And I was wondering if we were able to in the future here. I don't know if Lynn had enabled that to happen or what the situation was. But for me, it was very distracting. And I was just kind of wondering if it was for anybody else very distracting when they were typing and texting, just to find out if that can be enabled or either way, turned on or off.
All right. So my note is to get rid of the movement behind the chat.
Well, not necessarily get rid of it, but to see if we can turn it on or off, or if the host can turn it on or off. But that was only happening when before you brought us in as speakers.
So what I did was, I noticed that for me, I'm senior citizen, right? So my vision is not great. Plus I have cataract. So I noticed that when there's movement behind the chat, it's really difficult for me to read the name of the person who's speaking. So I turned it off, and today I made the theme no theme at all. So it's just stationary. There's no movement, and there's just a dark color, right? And I can see people's names much better. So I can see who made that comment. So I agree with you. And I think that we have quite a few people that are low vision or deafblind that would really appreciate the option to have a stationary background rather than a moving background. So I think that option to turn it off or on would be really good for universal accessibility for that reason. Thank you.
Noted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or as we do with signing, O, I'm passive, the check mark. All right. Next, we're going over to Charlie Ellis. Bo, bring it, brother. Bring it, Bo.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for being a little late. I just right quick, I wanted to mention also about the chat. If like on the chat, and when you guys I guess be on the panel, you the chat is pretty much covering the half of my screen, so you are still there in the background, so you see a little going on in the background. I was wondering if that would be moving forward, perhaps be different maybe. And also, I just want to touch base on the hand raised. I was just curious, also moving forward, if it's possible, perhaps that artificial intelligence. Suppose, Rob, if you have something to say or want to speak, and instead of raising your hand, click a button, and then perhaps Francis, you may have something to say. Click a button, and so it'll follow sort of in suit, So therefore, automatically, as we go, instead of Rob, you're like calling everyone, one after another. If it could perhaps be in order, or I guess you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Kapil was kind of hinting at that with the queue, right? That if when someone comes on, if we had a way of knowing once they've asked to be a speaker or what have you, that they could be put in a queue. And I would think that's pretty simple, but I'm not an engineer. I'm certainly not as techie as Mr. TT, as he's now known. So not 100% sure on that. But I like that idea of the queue. I do like that idea.
Right. And also, and then after a while, perhaps the hand never goes down. So you'll come back to that person again when perhaps Mel, she may be one to speak. So I just thinking out loud,
Good stuff. Let's have, if we could, Charlie, we're going to have Kapil, if you would, elaborate a little on the queue situation. What do you think about it?
Yes. Uh, Basically, those speakers who have the hand raise option, electronic hand raise option, uh, uh, the queue is a great suggestion. Basically, it was Francis Tay's suggestion, and I agree with his suggestion because it looks more professional, and it helps in a corporate world, but that can be also incorporated into our own founding members webinars, and it helps the host and the co-host who are first in the queue, so that we can call them up, request them to unmute their mic, and if they are in a comfortable, well, at the good sitting area, or the well dressed, I mean properly dressed, I mean to say, sorry, body covered properly, they can then also, if they are comfortable, they can open their camera and come up and share their feedback or ask their questions, solve their queries. All this can be done in a proper manner. So the queue is basically like we line up, or we have a queue anywhere when we go to the uh, say for drive-in, or say for any other places where there are queues. In a similar fashion, I basically I agree to that Francis suggestion, that yes, we should have a queue, that okay, anyone raises their hand, electronic hand basically, uh, the host or the co-host, or uh, they would come to know that who was the first one to raise their hand, and that person is in first. And I also like the Mel's idea that the color coding system, like the first one has one color, the second one has the other color, the third one has the third one has the third color, fourth one has some fourth color, and maybe the fifth one has the first color again, but there is a number, I mean like 1 2 3 4 in front of their name as well, which helps the host or the co-host to call their name out, and the speaker can unmute themselves and give their feedback or sharing or question answers or whatever that is, or put their ideas forward as Mel is doing right now, or you are having your own some ideas, or even other people are sharing their ideas. So this helps the host and co-host to conduct the webinar in a proper way, and we can save a lot of time by doing so. Instead of uh, speaker or the co-host or not knowing who has raised the hand, who has not raised the hand, or not able to reach out to those people and search them who have raised the hand. So it takes a little bit of time. It might be taking 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute, depending upon the person. But still, if you could save those time, obviously we can do or do the webinar in a timely fashion, or if we have enough time, we can take more number of people for sharing or feedback. So I think, yes, that Q suggestion from Francis Tay is a great one. So what do you, Rob?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Bo.
Yeah, and
Thank
thank you
you.
both for the question. We've got one person on a list who hasn't spoken, so if it's okay with Mel and DL, I'm going to go to Robert first. Robert Williams. Is that okay? All right.
Sorry,
Robert.
I have to put my hand down. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't mean to put it up? Okay. No problem. No problem. Okay, let's go to Robert. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. You know, Rob, a few nights ago, we talked about an issue or a question I had, which was the webinar invitation link. If you were to send that out, as example, in a group, let's just say with 10 people in a group, and somebody wanted to join the webinar, but they weren't yet registered as an OMail account. So at the bottom of that invitation, you're able to click and then register as your new OMail. Now, if you do that currently, and I did test this, remember we had this conversation. So I went ahead and tested it with an account, and it is confirmed that the new registered account that would be created goes into the ONPASSIVE pool. It doesn't register to you. So that would be really wonderful if that could be corrected. And I know it's been brought up a couple times, but I don't know if it was actually described properly with the right link in the right manner.
Yeah. I remember it was a corporate webinar that brought it up to Ash. And
yes.
Ash said this time it goes to the pool. He was quite honest and frank. He said, yeah, we're aware of that. It goes to the pool.
Correct. But it should
have to work on, I guess. Hopefully it's a priority for them to work on it.
Well, it's just, because
yeah,
every step of the way, it's our duty to make sure that everything is working efficiently. It's not a matter of complaining; it's just a matter of correction. So I think that's
they haven't implemented the change yet. No. So I do hope they will, because I know it's a concern for others as well. It's not a lone concern. It's
right. Absolutely.
Now I did mention.
And my final.
Go ahead. Sir. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Okay, I'm next.
I did.
Okay,
I see you.
Noted.
Hey, noted is. I'm going to finish my thought. I mean, we're going back and forth, having a good time.
Okay, real quickly.
My point is this: I did mention it to DeGarmo. I sent him a messenger. He didn't get back to me, which isn't unusual. He doesn't usually answer anyone, to be honest.
Sure.
So I get him on the phone. I'll get him on the phone tomorrow.
Yeah. And this is a time everyone's busy, of course. And it's just, we just need to keep on everything to make sure everything is running perfectly. Because we can't have anybody left behind no matter what. And the other point that I wanted to bring up too, and this has been going on for about a month now, I think, and I've had many conversations with people in different countries actually, in different devices, all devices, and that is the OTRIM are blocked. So you may be aware of that or not, I don't know. But from my research that I've been able to do, it looks like it's blocked internally in the Internet Service Provider organization. It's not internal to ONPASSIVE, and it's not on our own devices. It's within the system, and their security, the device that they're using is actually McAfee. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to, do any conspiracies or anything like that. It could just be an error or whatever the case is. But there are numerous people that are not able to access links through the OTRIM. So on the opposite side of that, if we're trying to get new customers and they click on the OTRIM link and it comes up with oh, you better not go here, it's not safe, then it's going to be a burden for us. So that's the other thing that needs to be brought up to the proper attention. So since you're taking notes, I just wanted to bring that up, and I'll just leave it at that. Thank you.
Does anybody
All right, I appreciate you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Kapil.
Robert, I would like to discuss this with you. I tried my OTRIM link right now as you were speaking, and it redirected me to the page which I wanted to. So I don't know what is the issue, and those who are facing the issue, they should get in touch with. I mean, now you have made a point. I would request Rob to still get in touch with the concerned person. But I tried it my own trimmed URL, which I shared yesterday on Francis Tay's presentation or webinar. The same link which I already have as a content. So I tried it in the address bar right now as you were speaking, while you were speaking. The trim link is working properly and finely as of me or for me. So I don't know how many people are there. We need to sort those data and tell the tech team if there is some particular problem for some particular people or for everybody else. Because as of for me, it is working properly fine. I hope it is.
I agree. And it's interesting, as example, if I use my cellular phone, and that's through the Verizon network, I'm able to access everything perfectly. So the ONPASSIVE, the OTRIM is working, everything is working perfectly in the ONPASSIVE side. However, regardless of what device I use or is being used through the internet service provider, because they are using their own security software. And the people that I've spoken with that are having problems, the connection is those internet service providers all are using the McAfee software. So I researched their company, their corporate, their system, and they are all using the McAfee. So it's not on my computer.
Okay.
It's not on it's not in ONPASSIVE system. It's in the middle within an internet service provider. So that's where we need to look. Go ahead.
Sorry for interruption. I observed one point. You are repeating a antivirus or a security software, McAfee.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe McAfee is the problem, because even I am having a McAfee software as an antivirus or the security protection for my own laptop. But fortunately enough, whenever I take a screenshot or I download a QR code, it does scan or it does try to block. I go to their settings and I tell them, no, this is not a virus, or this is not an unwanted file which is I'm downloading from the internet. It is a very known file or a very good tool or a very good basically a file. So
correct.
Maybe that thing we should need to. I would recommend you try first, and then the people you are in touch with, recommend them to try. Because once you get the success, you will be able to easily tell them, okay, do all these kind of settings, and then that would be out of the question, I suppose.
Right. My system, I do not have McAfee on my computer. I have
Okay.
PC-Matic. So and consequently, the other people that I'm speaking with, they also do not have McAfee software on their computer. It's
Okay.
only within the corporate level of the internet service provider, their usage, and it's within their system. So just like an email service provider, many times they scan our incoming mail for us and prevent spam from getting to us. So I'm thinking that somehow inadvertently, hopefully, somehow there's a script or something that is blocking the OTRIM. So I would hope that it would just be a corporate phone call and they could fix it. But I just know that whatever the problem currently is, many of us are not having access to the links. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Yeah, Robert. That's the reason. Robert, that's the reason I said earlier. Whatever the situation, even if I solved it, my problem behind over here with my own knowledge or with my friend's knowledge, but still I would, as I said earlier, still I would suggest Rob sir to put your point forward that why is this happening.
Right.
Noted.
Right.
Noted.
Perfect.
I got it, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to, one point I'd like to make, and this is one of the reasons that Lynn and I have tried to save and buy Apple, is we have none of those kind of problems on any of our units with Apple. Now, whether it's the best in the world, I don't know, but I feel Apple is right now the safest apparatus in terms of firewall, in terms of what gets through, what doesn't get through. So
sure,
I don't think you hear that much from people, because we have probably 7 devices, 8 devices total, and we don't have McAfee or anything on any of them, and haven't had a problem. No viruses, no nothing. Yet.
Neither do I. In fact, interestingly that you bring that up, I was just speaking with a lady from Europe just an hour before I came on here, and she has an Apple computer, and she had the same problem. So it's the exact same issue as what I have occurred here. Of course, I'm on the PC, so it's not device specific. It's the system itself that's delivering us our internet connection. So anyway,
got it.
So
I noted got half a page of notes on that, so we're good on that. And
all right, thank you.
I don't know why you have McAfee problem. I'm using McAfee. I haven't raised a problem yet because I don't have a problem. So I think I don't know how to explain. That's why I'm not participating in this discussion, because when I heard you say McAfee, at one time I was a hater of Chrome. So Chrome gave me a lot of problem, to log in. But I didn't complain, because now I don't have problem with Chrome. Sometimes it's just you need to how to log in properly, how to get rid of the history, cache, all these things. It's affecting your device. And,
sure.
I don't think if we're going to ask everybody, you're using Safari, using Chrome, we're going to have a problem or delay our tech team from all this Q&A. Right? So if you have a McAfee problem, it's genuine, then submit to the tech team.
Right.
I don't have any problem here. Thank you.
all right, DL and Dawn, did we finish with your question or comment? Refresh my memory. You were after Mel.
I just wanted to say something following up with Greg Hill about the chat box. I think a lot of it was the background colors because it was blending in with the words being typed, and I had to really go bold when I typed in there. But it was just different than it has been in the past. A little bit harder to read.
Well, you
But I
can
think
rest
it was.
assured. Yeah, we're not going to use anything but a solid from here out.
Well, the point is, you know, for reading clarity, you have to have high contrast. So the font, if it's dark, the background needs to be light. If the font is light color,
Right.
then the background needs to be dark. Contrast is what makes people see and read easily, including low vision, especially low vision people. So it's a matter of them just adjusting, making sure there's contrast. No matter what that background is, the font needs to contrast against it.
Right, right. But it blended to get together today.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. I noticed. I think it's more difficult to read than in the old version of OConnect.
Right.
Yeah, I noticed a difference myself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Dawn. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Greg Hill.
Thanks, Rob. I was listening to what Robert had brought up, which is very interesting. I have been doing a lot of my marketing, and there's a lot of people here that have as well on LinkedIn for the last 4 years with ONPASSIVE. So as you know, I do a lot of gift work and stuff, and I just noticed I was wondering, why am I not getting so many signups? And one of the problems that has happened here is that I just realized that when I was checking on some of my links, that my OTrim links were not working there, and that they were putting, when you click on an OTrim link on LinkedIn, it brings you up to, this is malicious, possibly. So if they bring that up to malicious, possibly, let me tell you something. Nobody's going to click on it. That's up to you. Then they give you the chance you can click on or not, which I totally disagree is wrong. And so of course, I had told many people there that I tested it out. And if you use a regular long link, like
Correct.
if you use your affiliate link, you're not going to have a problem. But when you try to use your OTrim link, they're going to say that something's malicious here. Now that probably is with the malware that they're using, or for this whole situation. I don't know. I believe it's corporate. I can't say that they're doing it because they don't like ONPASSIVE, but there are a lot of people on LinkedIn, and it's a problem. So I've been warning people, please do not use your OTrim, which I really hate that, because I cannot track or anything like I normally would be able to do, because it allows you to do a lot of things with OTrim. I love OTrim. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to bring that up, and if maybe there was just any suggestions about that situation, if we can get around it, because I'd really like to be able to use my OTrim on LinkedIn. But at this point, I can't do it, and you know how it is trying to get a hold of somebody in corporate. They don't want to talk with you.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Both.
If I may, real quick.
Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, Gregory, it's interesting, and I don't know what page that comes up for you, but when I first click on, if I click on the link, the first page comes up and it's a warning, but then on the bottom it says basically in advance, where you can click on the link to just continue on as normal. If you click on that, then another address comes up and it shows you that it's a block page for McAfee. So if people, even if they want to continue, they click on that and it says, oh, it won't even let you go beyond that. So literally the OTrim is blocked. So I'm glad that you're verifying what I'm saying. And this is exactly the same thing I've heard from people in many countries around. So so as far as my research goes, it's the providers that are using the McAfee for their internal security, not necessarily the end user, like you and I might use McAfee. No, I'm not using McAfee, but the company that's providing the service is, and it's within their system is where the glitch is. So my view is ONPASSIVE corporate needs to speak with McAfee corporate, and they need to resolve that, because we're not going to be able to.
No,
thank you very much for your validating what I'm saying. Appreciate it.
No, that's all good. Thank you so much, Robert.
You bet.
All right. Thank you, fellas. That was excellent. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we
Really,
do.
really great concerns and questions today. Wow.
We're getting to the bottom of things, which is important. And I'm going to pass. So far, I'm up to 9 different items. I'm going to Pat next. Thank you. So I will be on top of that tonight before night, and I will send an email, and I will copy Ash Mafar on it as well. I have his email, so it'll go right to the top. Might even include Muhammad Kamal. I don't have his email though, but you do.
Regarding the queue number, the software that is available now in the market is an AI software that, as long as you are in the room, like now we have, let's say 10,000. As long as we're in the room, if anybody touch the button for the queue number, it's not only give you the queue number, it also tell the host the name of the person. Show you the number and the name, you know. So this is an AI thing, you know. So now let's say you want to raise your hand, you put a queue number, and the host knows that, oh, Mel is next on the list, or Francis is next on the list, you know. The name appears. You know.
All right, noted. And I feel like a lawyer here. So noted. All right, or a politician, and I'm far from any of those. Let's go to Pat Green. If you would, Dorothy, bring it.
Trying to unmute. I noticed I quit using the short version on your site, Lynn. You know, on when you type in your sure, right. I want to talk about this intelligently, right? When you put in the link that we're supposed to click on, when I clicked on the short link, it brings up this warning not to use that. You know, as I know, we all of us have a lot of protection on the internet, and it tells me not to use that. So, but when I click on the long link, it doesn't do that. So I quit trying the short link because it was doing that, and it was like warning, you know, danger, whatever, you know, don't use this link. And so I started using the long link, and I don't run into that. Now, I haven't tried it for recently, but I just, you know, and I should have brought it up before now, and I'm sorry I didn't. I fight computers all day long, sometimes at work, and it's just frustrating. So I try the easiest way to do it, you know, and the long link was the easiest way. So just an FYI, but I just wanted to bring that up and let you know. And maybe it's just my internet server that I'm using that is warning me that the service that we're using that's telling me, you know, that this isn't safe to click on or whatever. I don't know, but I thought I'd bring it up.
All right. Thank you, Miss Green.
And I need to go.
Miss Green.
I need to say goodnight. I'm sorry that I can't stay longer because I'd like to listen to a song and like to learn some new science, but I just wanted to let you know that I need to go. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Pat. We appreciate that. We always appreciate your contributions. Thank you. Carmela, your hand was up, then down, now up again. So speak to me, Carmela. Speak to us.
Yes, I wanted to say, wait a second. The second device is speaking. How I make it shut up? I do it for you. Okay, let it be. Now you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible.
I was in 2 devices in one laptop, so one speak and the other speak together. It's too much. I wanted to say something. There was a very good thinking for many people, and all together give a solution and a suggestion, which is very good. And I have also some issue with McAfee. I have McAfee in my computer too. If I download something, it stopped me. It said it's dangerous. Okay, they said it's dangerous. I know it's not dangerous, so I don't notice further notice. I do what I want. It's my computer, and I decided. So you have to give them what you understand that it's good for your computer. You pay to McAfee to help you, to warn you, but they don't decide for you. That's my opinion. They don't decide for me. If I believe that this is okay, I download it. Because I trust the company, and I do what they bring me, and it's okay for me.
Well, if I had to guess, and this is meant with all the love in the world, there ain't nobody telling you what to do or say, Carmela, and that's good. I appreciate your stand up. I've told you this before on the phone. I appreciate your standing up for what's right. That's all I want to say on that note. Let's go now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's go to Mel. Mel, let's do it.
Thank you. Okay, again, it's observation. So we have many people in the chat, and if we are going to go to 10,000 in the near future or the future, some people don't like to be seen, camera, and they don't like to be on the panel, right? So in the chat, should along with the mic that is not there right now, which Anthony last night pointed out, could there be another hand raise in the chat along with the mic so the people in the mic are able to speak? I'm talking about future. If we are going to have a lot of people on the panel, maybe everybody won't be able to go there, and some people don't want to be seen on camera, and they just want to speak from the chat. Would there be like a hand raise in the chat? And also, as Anthony said, bring back the mic in the chat. Am I asking for too much?
Well, I don't know if you're asking for too much, but I'm going to note that down, and I'm going to send them the list. It's up to 10 suggestions now. I think we may just leave it at 10 for now. It's going to blow them up when they see it anyway. And I am going to copy Ash Mafara on this, so he'll know that there's people thinking about these things, which is important.
Well,
yeah.
The mic will be only given to those who are in the speaker room. So it's 99 of those people who want to talk, they have to request to come into the speaker room, right? Whether they are early or late, if the event is so popular, then they have to come early to be in the 99, right? So if you are late, you are late. Now this is discipline. So the 10,000 that is in the attendee room, should not have a mic. Otherwise, we lost control. It's better to control the 99 than control the 10,000.
Francis, in the chat box, in the chat had a mic before. I'm talking of that little mic beside the little icon button in the chat itself. We used to have one.
Okay, so
but it's not there.
The chat box is also for voice to text, voice to text.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Along with that, if somebody wants to ask a question but they don't want to be seen, they can ask directly from the the people in the attendee.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, that's what I was bringing about.
Okay. Go ahead, Kapil.
Thank you.
Yes, Mel, that's an interesting mobile land. That's an interesting suggestion or the question, I would say. But we already have in the co-host panel or the host panel the question answer mode. If that is being properly used, or say for example, in this particular webinar, I have been given the question answer this thing. So I would enable the question answer mode because it helps to actually answer the presenter or the concerned person or the person who has the proper knowledge and correct information as well, so that all the questions or queries are being answered. If the person doesn't want to come in front by unmuting their mic or opening their camera, still that can be covered with this particular function. There is a function called question and answer function, and over here, if I write my question or anybody writes the question, say for example any kind of question, the host or the co-host has the option to click on that question, and like there are three dots over there, click there, and then there comes a publish. The After clicking the publish on your main screen, you will get the question and will come to know who has asked the question. Yes, can I ask a demo, right? And if I say publish, and you are seeing the screen. So this is what, thank you, Chris. This is what you will see. And whatever related questions are there, only a name of the person and the photo of the person is being shown over there. After it has been answered successfully, you can just simply cross and the question goes away. If this is properly done, that's the reason I said earlier, if this we normally I am trying this to implement in various Indian webinars or seminars, online seminars, but those people are not yet that habituated, rather I would say. But this function is there. If we are able to allocate a person specifically for this and ask them to enable this and go ahead with this, that's the best way to like, no need to open the camera or open the microphone. Yes, continue.
That
Go ahead,
I said that because many times in webinars, I notice there's the Q&A, and when people are asked not to put comments or anything, they override the whole session with section with just comments instead of questions. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I was bringing that point up, because they put Q&A for them, but yet they fill it up with comments instead of questions and answers. I mean questions.
Okay.
Sorry, that's the reason why.
That is the reason. When that particular co-host who has been assigned that task or that responsibility is given, that person needs to keep deleting, as I tried right now. Let us check again. Question and answer. Are there any? Can anyone help? Okay. See, there are so many. I think there was a question. Yes. So if say there is Greg Hill. Gregory, kindly do not mind. I am just trying to show you. If hold on. Okay, you are accessing questions. Do you want to switch to screen share? Okay, I won't be able to, but there is an option over here. After Chris Tyson asked the first question, there is Gregory Hill who has 3 times typed yes, yes, yes. But if I want to delete, there is select, delete, and publish. So it is my responsibility. If I am being given the responsibility as a co-host, it is my responsibility to find out all these normal comments to be deleted, instead of I mean to say, keep only the questions and delete the comments, any kind of comments. So that is where the co-host comes into the play.
Thank you.
Hope I satisfactorily answered.
Yeah, and before anyone goes anywhere, we got a couple things we want to do in just a moment, since there's no other hands. But I want to say, Kapil, Lynn and I just did that co-host host thing. It works. She was scrolling, I was scrolling on two. We were, we're blessed to have devices, but it was very easy that way. So that is a solution. That is a good solution. So we'll continue doing that for now, for sure. Next, what we'd like to do is Cecil's been patiently waiting now for 3 nights, to teach a little bit of sign, if that's okay with everybody. There's still 80 some odd here. I can't keep track, 88, 89, 90. I don't know. Have stuck with us for 3 hours. Excuse me, not 3 hours, 3 hours and 9 minutes. So thank you for that, everybody. But we'd like you to stick with us a little longer because we'd like Cecil to teach, looks like about 9-10 words. And then we'll go to John Barilla, please, if you would sing a song tonight.
Right. So for everyone, look for Cecil. He'll be on the right panel. Just scroll up or down until you see Cecil. All right. And he'll be teaching just a few words tonight, including book, read, study, learning, math, positive, negative, school, college, class, teachers, and training. So those words, I put it into the actual webinar chat. So if you look in the chat, his list is there. And it's also, I posted it again in our messenger chat. So go ahead and you can refer to it while he teaches us. So go ahead, Cecil. Thank you for your patience. He says, hello, everyone.
Hello, and we're ready. We're ready. Ready.
Okay, good. Book.
Book.
Everybody keep muted. Wait, Greg, can you mute? Read. Can you mute, Greg? Read. Study. Learning. Getting the information and putting it in your head. Learn. Math, the letter M. Math. Trying to take a picture and do this. And I think he's on positive. It looks like the sign for positive, right? It looks like a cross. That's positive, and that's negative. Positive, negative. Think positive. He's saying think positive. Think negative. School. This is from the teacher getting the kids' attention, clapping their hands. School. College. Kind of swirl your hands up in a circle. College. Gallaudet. He's saying Gallaudet is a college for deaf. Gallaudet College. Class. The letter C in the form of a group becomes class. Teacher. And the letter T here, going back and forth, is training. Good job, everybody. Yay. This is visual clapping for deaf. Thank you, Cecil. Does anybody want to ask any questions? Feel free to ask questions.
That's good. I like that.
Anybody got questions? You can unmute and just ask a question. Any questions? Oh, there we go. Kapil.
How to say great?
How do you sign link?
Okay. So Kapil is asking you how sign great, G-R-E-A-T. Great. See, so for great meaning big, it would be the letter G like this. But if you're saying you're a great teacher, would be this way. Great. Yeah. Depending on the concept, we follow the concept, not the word itself, right? And Greg Hill is asking, how do you sign? What was it? Link. Wait, can you guys keep muted? Because otherwise the screen will come away from us. Link. Link. Like for our affiliate ONPASSIVE link. Like clicking. See the finger clicking on the screen? So you get link. Link. All right. Any more questions? Come on screen now. Unmute. Anyone want to ask?
How about the word boom?
Boom.
Okay. So Bo asks, what's the sign for boom?
That's what I thought.
B-O-O-M. Boom. Boom. It's like a bomb bursting or exploding. So you get boom, boom, boom. Okay. Any more questions? Let's go to the gallery view and we'll take a picture of everyone signing. Maybe they can sign boom, boom, right? Okay, let's go back to
thank you.
Oh.
How to say thank you?
Okay.
Thank you. Right here.
AP is asking how to sign. We're going to have Cecil teach. Thank you. Thank you. How do you sign that? Okay, thank you is like this. One hand straight ahead. Thank you. Thank you. And understand that you can say, oh, he says, if you just sign this, maybe people will think it's good because it's the same sign, thank you and good. So to be clear, he says, say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any more questions? No more questions? Okay, let's go back to gallery view and we'll take a picture. All right.
John Barillo, are you still in the house? John Barillo.
We're going to take a picture first.
I know. I know what we're doing. I'm with you.
All right, let's do a picture.
There he is. All right.
Picture. Boom. Everybody saying boom. All right. I'm going to count. I will count 1, 2, 3 and take a picture.
Wait a minute. There's Henry Horn. I know that face anywhere. Boom.
Wait, grid view, and I'm going to go to fit view. And I'm going to go to enlarge the screen. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, ready?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Boom. Okay. Oh, it looks so nice.
Ah, yeah. There we go.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And
Boom.
I will post it in the messenger group for RobLynn Live. Okay, so as soon as I have the time, I'll do that.
All pictures go to the messenger group.
So the picture will be posted in our messenger group. So come and join our group. If you're not yet in our group, you can ask to be a part of it. No problem. Thank you.
Boom, Henry. Boom.
Boom.
All right. Kaboom. All right. I like it. All right. Mel, did you want to say something before we go to John? Go ahead.
I see 3 people.
Your hand's up. Now we got 3 hands up.
We have 3 people wanting to come into
No, I'm good. I didn't know my hands were up. Sorry.
Okay. Only 1 was up, so no problem.
Okay, give us a second. There's 3 people wanting to come to the panel, and give me a second for the live stream to switch to the other tab. Then I'll bring them in, and then we can have John teach. Right? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we're gonna bring in Pedro. I think it's Estrada, but I don't know the email. And then we have Banu, BHANU coming in, and we have Sukanti. Welcome to the 3 of you. Okay, let them come in, and then we'll have John go ahead and give his little introduction of the song he is about to sing for us. And let us make sure we turn off the live stream and recording and the webinar recording. So you can say bye to everybody.
Okay.
Now, go ahead. Wrap it up.
So wrap it up, and then we'll go to John.
Yeah, because what we're going to do is we'll stop the recording of the live stream and the webinar recording before he sings. So go ahead and.
All right, noted. All right, we're going to wrap things up.
But stay for John's song.
Yes, stay please for John's song. but we'll wrap things up. We're going to knock the live stream off. Now, the live stream stayed with us all night, right?
Yeah, I didn't cut off tonight.
That's the first time in
Yay!
about a week where we haven't lost the live stream. So
Yay.
thank goodness for that. Things are getting better by the moment. And what was the other thing you wanted me to say?
Just thank you to everyone who's here and all of that.
AP, right back at you, brother. Right back at you, AP. All right. So we're ready for the song, I think. And we'll see Carmela dancing. Might even see Greg. Let's see. Greg might even get up and do a little dance too. All right. Let's get rid of the recording if we may.
All right. We're going to stop the live stream.
Live stream first, please.
Thanks to all. And we're going to stop the recording.